Tonight's Indiana High School Association sectional games are being broadcast by the ISC Sports Network. Catch live games, original programming, studio shows, and much more on the ISC Sports Network. Find us on the web, download us on the app, or see us on TV all across Indiana. The ISC Sports Network, local lives here. From Spartan Bowl, hi everybody, and welcome to a high school basketball doubleheader. The semifinals of the IHSAA sectional at Connersville. With Ron Wiley, this is Fran Schomel. Ron, give us the pairings for tonight's games.
Yes, it's Greensburg. They get through the bye, so this is their first game of the week, taking on Connersville, the host school. Connersville played Tuesday, defeated Lawrenceburg by a score of 44-30. Next game pits South Dearborn against Batesville. South Dearborn beat Rushville 51-48. A very tight, testy game, and Batesville beat Franklin County 47-38. That's the second game 20 minutes after the end of this game.
Connersville got here by winning the opening game on Tuesday night as they defeated the Lawrenceburg Tigers by a 44-30 score. Ron, how did South Dearborn and Batesville get here tonight?
Well, Batesville and South Dearborn, different routes to get here. Batesville had a pretty relatively easy time against Franklin County, 147-38. South Dearborn, that was a back and forth game, very physical game against Rushville. It was anybody's game up to the last second shot, and they pulled out that 51-48 squeaker against Rushville.
Back to game one tonight. Connersville and Greensburg played their regular season game on January the 10th here at Spartan Bowl. It was a Greensburg win, final score 52-44. That was one of 21 wins by this Pirate team. They have lost but 2 times, so they'll be a force to be reckoned with by the Spartans.
Oh yeah, on paper they're the class of the conference. They're the favorites here in this sectional, but the home team, Connersville Spartans, wants to avenge that loss, and they want to avenge it in a big way tonight.
Greensburg has lost twice. 21-2 is the record, probably one of the best records in the state in the sectional play.
Yeah, they're one of the best records regardless of class. I think they're 3 and 3A, and you know, the last game that they played here on this floor, Connersville hadn't played in 2 weeks prior to that, and it definitely showed for their first 3 quarters, and Greensburg was able to hold off the Spartans. A lot of fouls at the end to extend the lead to make it to an 8-point margin of victory for Greensburg. Again, the Spartans went to correct it. They have a game that they played this week, and they really dominated and worked out on Lawrenceburg. Greensburg hasn't played all this week, so their nerves are going to be kicking in for the first game of the sectional, so we'll find out if that's a difference.
Greensburg has lost twice. 61-58 was a loss to Southport, and Bloomington South won over the Pirates during the season, 75-48. In scoring, the Pirates are led by 6'7" senior guard Andrew Wellage, who scores an average of 21.7 points a game. The Connersville Spartans opened the basketball season with 7 straight wins. In December 27th and 28th, they played in the Phil Cox Memorial Tournament at Kokomo. For those not familiar with Phil Cox, he was Indiana's Mr. Basketball in 1972 when the Spartans won the state championship, and he was also the only player to sing the national anthem before a state finals. For many years, Phil was on the coaching staff at Kokomo. He passed away in June of 2018. In that tourney at Kokomo, the Spartans lost to South Bend, Washington by 2 points, and by 3 points they lost to Valparaiso. They opened the second half of the season with that loss to the Pirates there in January, and then they went on to lose 6 of the next 7 games before getting a 20-point win over East Central. They went on to win the next 6 of 7 games, and the record stands at 14 wins and 10 losses. Do you have the lineup, Ron?
I do have the lineups for the Greensburg Pirates, the visiting Greensburg Pirates. For this game, they are led by 6'2" sophomore number 12 Colin Coomer. He's at one of the guard positions. Lane Sparks is a 6'3" junior number 20. Their star player Andrew Wellage is a 6'7" guard. He's a senior number 22. And running out their 4-guard lineup is Miles Wilkinson. He's a 6-foot senior number 24. And Brett Stringer is a 5'11 junior, number 30. For the Connersville Spartans, they are led by Clay Garrison. He's a 5'10 senior, number 10 at one of the guard positions. Jonah Graham is a 5'7 junior, number 5. And rounding out the trifecta of guards for the Connersville Spartans, Toby Phillips is a 5'10 sophomore, number 12. Cole Martin's a 6'4 junior. He's at one of the 4 positions, number 40. And getting the jump for the Spartans is Jacob Brown, a 6'7 senior, number 50.
Both Connersville and Greensburg high schools each has 2 state championships to their credit. Greensburg, under present coach Stacy Meyer, won the Class 3A title in 2013 and 2014. In 2013, the Pirates won 73-70 in overtime over Fort Wayne Concordia. In 2014, it was an 89-76 victory over Bowman Academy. Connersville won the state title in 1972. Mine Dickerson was the Spartan coach. They downed to Gary West 80-63. The second state championship was in 1983 when the Basil Mulvey coached Spartans won over Anderson 63-62. When Connersville won, Indiana had 1 class basketball since 4 class basketball wasn't adopted by the IHSAA until the beginning of the 1997-1998 season.
And the purist would tell you that you would rather have the 2 with 1 class state titles over Greensburg's. But, you know, those kids that won the title with Greensburg and 3A in those 2 seasons, you can't tell them that they're not state champions. They'll tell you we are.
Certainly they are, but class basketball continues to be a bit of a problem to some fans. They've never gotten over it.
Yeah, our good friend Sammy Harvey, you know, he's a basketball purist. He loves the fact that we have two state championships in 1 class basketball.
Would you like another historical fact?
Yes, I do.
1986-87 season is when the 3-point line was established in high school basketball. And that's all I have.
Well, that's
I don't have any more historical facts.
That's you gave some the other night when you talked about the history of the bowl. So you are a walking history book.
Absolutely, yes, right.
That's why you're the legend. It's true. It is true.
Okay, I was going to say, both teams are on the floor.
Ready to go. Here comes the guys in stripes. I think the guy in the middle was, as he's walking up here, one of the guys, that was that physical game with the games on Wednesday.
Right.
One of them took a shot to the head.
Right, a couple players crashed into him here right in front of the scoring board. The officials are Tom Walters, John Rittberger, and Dax Trump. Minutes away from game time, they're about to announce the teams here tonight. Greensburg and Connersville. The Pirates will be in their road blue uniforms. Of course, that means the Spartans will be in their home white.
Yep. Just like they were back in June.
And Spartan Bowl, your host for the 2019-2020 IHSAA Boys Basketball Class.
First ball game tonight, Connersville, Greensburg. Second ball game will be between the Batesville Bulldogs and South Dearborn Knights.
Look it over away from us. I can see. And here we go. Boy, this is deafening. I can see the Batesville Bulldogs. They're out here. They're watching the game. They're getting
great crowd from Greensburg. They're behind. They're beyond across from us here, and that means we had Connersville behind us.
Yeah, so. Which is going to be loud. It just seems like the loudness gets more intense when it's sectional time. The fans get into it. The fans can turn this around for the boys from both teams.
The winner tonight will advance to the finals tomorrow night and take on either Batesville or South Dearborn for the championship. And the regional will be at Washington, Indiana, a week from Friday. Sectionals feeding into that regional will be, of course, here from Connersville, from Corydon, from Vincennes, and from Evansville.
A Friday regional like that.
Oh, Saturday regional.
Oh, Saturday.
It's a week, right.
I'm sorry.
It's a week from Saturday.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you said a week from today. I was going to say that's very unusual. I like that, though. That Andrew Wellage, talk about keys to the game. You got to contain that guy. He can play inside and out and do it
Absolutely.
effectively.
That young man is a scoring machine for,
Yes, he is.
for Greensburg.
For the Spartans, you know, they got to play offensively with the same intensity from the opening tip to the end of the game.
That roar indicates that Connersville Spartans are about to be introduced. This is Cole Martin, 6'4" junior for CHS. Here is Jacob Brown, 6'7", senior. Toby Billups, who is 5'10" and a sophomore.
Okay, his play.
Clay Garrison is a 5'10" senior guard.
Yeah, the guard position was awesome.
And Jonah Graham, who is a 5'7" junior.
He's still hurting his thumb, but didn't affect his shot at all Tuesday.
Connersville's leading scorer is Brown with 12 points per game average. Right now, the fans here at Spartan Bowl are being asked to stand for the national anthem, and the CHS choral students, Anna Chalker, Morgan Hogger, and Ben Bischoff will sing the national anthem. Game time is here, and a lot at stake, Ron. The winner comes back tomorrow night. The loser goes home.
Yeah, the season's over for the losers, and that's why this game is so important. All these games, no matter how long you play, you know, the goal is to walk out of here with a victory at the end of the season.
Yeah, neither groups of these guys want the season to end tonight, so we know they'll fight hard for 32 minutes of exciting basketball. And moving into the center will be Andrew Wellage, 6'7" senior, number 22 for the Greensburg team. For Connersville, Jacob Brown, also 6'7" and a senior.
You know, Connersville's troubles this year was when they were getting bullied, they faltered. They need to bully and bully and bully.
It will be tipped in the backcourt, and Connersville controls the tip, as the roar from the Connersville fans may have told you. Here's Toby Billups, being guarded by Colin Palmer. Over to Garrison. Billups drives down, lays it up and in. Boy, with his speed, he drove around the Greensburg defender and went in for the layup.
Yeah, Toby saw a little bit of a lane, and he streaked to the glass, kissed it off it, and got the 2 points for the Spartans.
Pirates on the attack. Here's Comer. Number 20 is Lane Sparks, one of their top scorers. A turnover by Connersville, and Jonah Graham is quickly in the front court.
Yeah, it was good defense there from the Spartans. Almost
Brown,
turned it
back to
over.
the basket, turns around, lays it up and in. It's 14 in Connersville.
Getting inside early for the Spartans. You got to like that.
Here's Wilkinson for the Pirates. Driving around. Wilkinson being guarded by Billups. Comes back to Sparks, drives down, bangs into Brown, and he bangs one off the backboard into the basket. First 2 points for the Greensburg team. They fall back on defense.
They were able to get inside as well.
Here's Billups over to Garrison. Brown in the free throw circle, comes back out, over to Graham.
You know, Jonah has given up a foot
Down
to Wellage.
There's Brown trying to turn it around, and a foul called, a whistle. Foul called on
Steely. I got Steely out there. I guess he's the actual starter, not Stringer.
Foul called under 32. That's Braden Stanley. Inbounding the Spartans at their end of the floor.
Not a good pass at all.
Intercepted the pass and driving down and laying it up and in. And a foul called. Basket will count by Sparks.
Sparks was able to get inside, and they're going to call that every time on Cole, even though he was straight up.
Sparks, a 6'3" junior at Greensburg.
Got a nice.
Ties the ball game, and now he can untie it. And he doesn't. Brown with the rebound for the Spartans as the free throw too hard.
Yeah, Connersville definitely not want to make bad passes like that. Give Greensburg an opportunity to score.
Billups to Brown.
They know how to take advantage, Fran, of turnovers.
Oh, you're right. Garrison to Brown. Jacob can't get the shot off. Graham tries a corner shot. Jonah misses on a 3 try. Quickly up court. Plays on the floor. Foul called.
Toby Billups on that for reaching in. See him right there. Get the reach in right there. I'll tell you what, both schools cheer blocks going absolutely ballistic, and you expect it.
Pirates ball inbounding at their end of the court. Here's Wellage. Garrison has a job of guarding him.
Yeah, he's giving up almost a
and they're
foot.
collision of players. No foul called. There's Wellage trying to bank one in. It will not go for him, and the rebound goes CHS.
You know, keep him outside. When we do, we have the height advantage inside.
Stacy Myers up, complaining to one of the officials. Brown with it for the Spartans.
That's not a good
Underneath to
pass.
Brown.
Out
of the reach of Jacob. A turnover by CHS. Quickly up court. Brown in Greensburg, and going up for the layup is Wilkinson.
Yeah, too
He
many
has
bad passes.
13.9 per game average.
Now the Spartans, too many bad passes. Can't be forcing anything. Got to be patient. No reason for that pass from Cole Martin. Got to settle down a little bit. Greensburg on a little bit of a roll.
There's Garrison. Spartans down by 2. They have the basketball. Over to Clay. Jacob Brown comes out to take the ball. Underneath to Brown, and the ball is knocked away. Picked up by Greensburg. Another turnover by the Spartans. You can't keep doing that.
No.
Shot missed by the Pirates, and rebounding Spartans.
You know, the Pirates like to run and gun.
They're the board pretty well.
Yeah, they are.
Now, there's a ball gets away from Jacob Brown as the pressure of Greensburg is keeping the Spartans from receiving passes. And
yeah, it's not so much I mean, a good defense there by Wellage, but it's not so much the pressure as we're putting pressure on ourselves by making errant passes.
Here's the 6'7" senior guard, Wellage for Greensburg. Guard he is, and here's a long shot, and there's 3. Number 32 drops the first 3 of the ball game, and that's Stanley.
Greensburg's on a 9-0 run.
They're up by 5 over Connersville. There's another ball that
terrible.
They work the ball to Brown, and a nice save by the Spartans. Garrison behind the free throw circle goes to Graham. To Wicks. There is a shot that was off the rim. That was by Garrison, and the rebound Wellage of Greensburg.
Now the lid is closed for Connersville's outside shots. They were able to get inside for their 4 points.
Here the Pirates driving down to the Spartans defense, missing on the layup, but a whistle stops the play.
Did they call him Martin on that? No.
Number 20 of the Spartan Wicks. That is the Spartans' 3rd foul. Free throw good by the Greensburg shooter.
Yeah, the Spartans just need to slow down and regroup a little bit right now. Greensburg on a 10-0 run, and they're doing it inside and outside and capitalizing on the Spartans' mistakes.
Sparks makes a couple of free throws, and he has 6 points, and his team's up by 7. Here's Garrison.
Just be patient for the Connersville Spartans. This game is far from over. It's not an insurmountable lead. You know, eventually the lid will start opening up, but you got to cut out the mistakes if you're the Spartans.
Over to Wicks, out to Brown. To Garrison. Starts to drive down, comes back out. To get Brown over on the side. Oh, Martin drives around the defense. So
Quickness,
Cole gets
right
a couple
there.
of points. Greensburg on the attack.
You know, Connersville needs to take advantage of Wellage when he's way outside. Because again, it gives them the height advantage inside.
Wellage with the ball. Comes over. Taken by Stanley.
That's not the shot.
Three-pointer dropped in by Wilkinson, a score.
Yeah, you just said very simple, get open and pop and shoot. That's what you got to do.
Here's Garrison starting to drive down into the corner to Graham. Jonah's favorite spot to try a three, but he's got a tall guy guarding.
Jacobs having a hard time inside with Stanley.
Wicks.
They're doing a lot of battling inside.
Out to Martin.
Jacobs breathing very, very heavily, and so is Stanley.
Wicks holds. Out to Brown.
And the Spartans have got all their 6 points off the glass, getting inside. Utilize that speed.
Here's Brown to Garrison again.
How they called Jacob on that.
Jacob Brown called for a foul.
I didn't see that. We'll
Be a
find out.
non-shooting foul. So Greensburg will inbound and backcourt.
Kind of a push
Foul
off.
number 4 already on Connersville.
It's not
Greensburg
good.
has 1.
Gary Brown giving words to the guy in stripes, wanting him to watch inside as he feels Jacobs getting manhandled inside, not getting any calls.
Here comes Wellage. Feeds off and put up and drops off. Sparks thought he had a two-pointer, but it dropped off into the arms of Connersville.
Went around the world, that's what that did.
Spartans will try once again to penetrate this defense of Greensburg.
Yeah.
Cole Martin passes cross court to Graham, out to Wicks.
Yeah, Spartans probably not going to wait for the last second shot.
We're in the final minute of the opening period. Greensburg is up by 7 points.
Yeah. I mean, they came alive after being down 4-0, and you know they have asserted their will, and they're going to let Connersville go ahead and take the last second shot. Well, no, apparently
Wellage
not.
steals the ball and drives down, scores, and he was fouled.
Not
Boy,
good
another
passes.
possible three-point play for Greensburg.
Yeah, just, I mean, very lackadaisical right there. Not good passes at all. The intensity that the Spartans had the first minute when they scored that first quick 4 points has been deflated.
Riley Moore comes into the game.
You know, the Spartans need to get that intensity
Cole
back.
Martin goes out. Billups is in, and Wicks goes out for CHS. Meanwhile, at the line is Wellage, and he will make the free throw. He's an 85% free throw shooter.
Did he make both
16 to
those?
6. He just had one because he made the
Oh, yeah.
field goal.
Sorry, I
There's
had somebody
Garrison.
talking to me. Now definitely going to hold for the last second shot. Got to make something happen. Down 10 very, very quickly. You know, again, the intensity.
This Greensburg team scores an average of 70 points a game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, and you can see why. I mean, they're just intense.
I mean, Brown puts it up, won't go, but Jacob was fouled. Going to be charged on Wellage.
Yeah.
At the free throw line, Jacob Brown. Here's Tanner Brock getting ready to come in for Connersville. Jacob misses the first free throw.
And got to be able to make those free throws, and it does you no good to get to the line and not make a free throw.
Second shot up. Jacob drops this one in. His 7th point for the Spartans. Brown will come out, and Tanner Brock will come in. Here come the steal by Connersville. Garrison tries a long shot from midcourt, and it's way off the mark. 16-7 is the score. Greensburg over Connersville at the end of the first quarter.
George's Pharmacy is family owned and operated with 10 convenient locations. George's delivers everywhere in Indiana. Call today. This game also brought to you by Brian Bauman and his Remax team in Brookville. Harrison Building and Loan for over 100 years. Harrison Building and Loan has been your trusted bank in the Harrison and Hamilton areas. The 5-star rating at cars.com. Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep is your home for new and pre-owned vehicles in Batesville, right on State Route 46. Come and see Gary Trable at Hertlinger Chevrolet in West Harrison, Indiana. Ready and able to find the perfect car? Visit Gary Trable. Also brought to you by Enhanced Telecommunications, offering customized hosted phone solutions to help maximize your business's productivity. ETC, go local, go better.
Second quarter coming up.
Spartans got their wins taken from their sales pretty quickly, and they're trying to recuperate and get the intensity level back from Greensburg. They got all the momentum.
Yeah, they showed a lot of offensive power.
Yeah, they sure did.
This first 8 minutes, that's for sure.
Well, their defense is very good. They force a lot of turnovers, and they capitalized on Connersville's turnovers.
Greensburg ball as we start the second quarter.
Connersville didn't score very many points off a defensive rebound or a turnover from Batesville.
Open shot by
That's way
number
off.
12 will not go. Graham had to grab the rebound for CHS. Will move it across the timeline. Phillips and Graham. Over to Garrison. Riley Moore. Being guarded, holds, finally passes out to Graham, who's out at midcourt. Here is Phillips.
Now the Spartans just going to be patient
Taken
right
by
now.
They work it underneath.
Well, that's good.
Nice play. That worked that time. And Brown under the basket, a high pass to him. He just went high when the ball came to him and put it in one-handed.
Yeah, well, the Cousins right there teaming up on that one, not liking it, but it went in. So you got to like it if you're a Connersville Spartan faithful. That's a
no whistle as Phillips is decked. Loose ball picked up by Riley Moore of Connersville. Went to Brown. That one was too high. That's the second or third of those we've seen tonight.
Just you got to be patient. That's as it comes almost into your living room right there. Got to be patient. No reason for a shot like that. Especially when you're trying to get momentum back, you just squash your momentum when you're doing that. All you had to do is just bring the ball down.
Pirates basketball, Village. We're in the second quarter here tonight at Connersville. Pirates out in front. Looking for a shot, driving down. Here is Village. Driving toward the basket, gets to the baseline, comes back out, can't get through.
I tell you, Welledge is a special player. Again, he can burn you from inside, outside. He's got the height, he's got the quickness, he's got the touch.
Pirates maneuvering for a shot. There's a jumper that will not go from the free throw circle. Right, rebounding Connersville. Here is Brown.
Cole,
Martin trying a shot. Cole missed. Up court quickly, and the layup good. Another foul going to be called on the Spartan as they drive in that Greensburg team, and they pick up a foul. And the foul called on Connersville's Phillips.
Yeah, the Spartans just are not able to put two series together to get any momentum whatsoever. They shoot themselves in the foot. Cole could have followed his shot there and didn't, and gave the rebound. I mean, no intensity from the Spartans. Give yourself an opportunity to get the rebound.
This is Lane Sparks for Greensburg. He made the field goal and makes the free throw, so another 3-point play. He averages 20 per game. He's at 9 right now.
Yeah,
his team's up by 10.
Yeah, this game definitely far from over, but the Spartans need to show a little bit more intensity. A whole lot more intensity if they want to get back into this ball game, or otherwise this game is over now.
Brown. Free throw circle.
I don't know why they're doing that.
Martin, no, they keep trying to work the ball into a tall man under the basket, and it's just not working.
Yeah, I haven't seen them do that a lot all season, and now they want to do it. You can't force it. Just go back to what was successful for them.
Connersville ball, their end of the court. Into Brown, Graham, Garrison. Here's Jacob trying a jump shot. He made one just inside the free throw.
Actually, was right at the free throw line.
Right, almost a three, but not quite.
Almost a steal from
Garrison.
Garrison.
Ball momentarily by a Pirate, but they keep possession, and they've got a man along the baseline. That's Cole Nobby. Now Wellage is getting a jumper, a two-pointer from just outside the free throw lane. Full timeout by Connersville stops the clock at 4:58 to play in the first half. It's 21-11 in favor of the Greensburg Pirates.
Yeah, the Pirates definitely have all the momentum. They're controlling this game without question. I mean, it's their ball game. And the Spartans just making terrible passing decisions. I don't think we have seen them make those inside passes like that this many all season long. And it's got to, they got to play it smart. Right now they're trying to force it and force a play. The intensity needs to come from inside.
Well, the Pirates are showing why they're 21-2.
Oh yeah, and they're showing why they score 70 points a game.
Right. Yeah, they give up an average of 55.
Yeah. And I mean, they didn't score that when we played them the first time. They scored 52. They didn't score 70, but right now they're running a gun, and
sure.
We need to take advantage of their missed opportunities. If they miss a shot, we get a rebound. The Spartans come down and make bad decisions. They got to make better decisions. They got to be intense.
Controlling turnovers is such an important part of the ball game.
Yeah. I mean, right now, since that 4-0 start for the Spartans, they're outscored 21-7.
Yes.
They haven't been able to put other than the first two series together, they haven't been able to put two offensive series together since then.
There's Garrison to Phillips. Back to Clay. Drives the baseline. Feeds out to Graham. Will try a three. Hits one. His first three of the night for Jonah Graham. His 49th of the season. Three.
It seems like he's made so much more than that. They've always come at the right time. That should, if you're a Spartan fan, give you a little bit of hope. Now down 7. Well, that kind of puts it out.
Guess who, huh?
Yeah.
Wellage with a 3 and 8 points for the senior at Greensburg High.
Yeah, what you can do, they can do much better. And again, normally you like a guy who's 6'7" out that far because, again, it gives you a height advantage inside. Now Jacob's going to try to
Jacob
shoot
Brown
a three.
trying a long shot that will hit the rim and drop off into the hands of Andrew Wellage, and he hurries across the timeline, loses the ball momentarily, players on the floor. Finally, a whistle sounds and a held ball.
Yeah, Connersville's ball. Nice sportsmanship there from Stanley.
4 guys in on that play.
Yeah, very tough right there. And Stanley,
one of the few turnovers that the Pirates have made.
Yeah, tough right there is Jonah, the smallest guy on the floor, got away from Stanley. Stanley got up and patted Jonah out of appreciation for his toughness.
3:40 to go in the first half here at Spartan Bowl tonight.
Got to make something happen if you're a Spartan.
Greensburg and Connersville battling it out for the right to move to the title game of the Sectional tomorrow night here at Spartan Bowl at 7:30. Here's Garrison in traffic. Dribbles out. Nope. Keeps the basketball. Comes out to Billups. Here's Graham being guarded by the 6'7" Wellage. Jonah is 5'7".
Yeah, that's not fair. Although Jonah believes he's 7'7".
There ought to be a law.
Yeah, there's somebody's getting knocked down over. That's Toby.
Garrison.
Wellage is not wise to. Here we go.
Cole Martin driving down, missing on the shot. Rebounding Greensburg. Pirates bring it across the timeline. This is Sparks having a good game.
Yes, he is. Greensburg themselves having a good game. Their guard plays very, very well, making creating open spaces.
Driving the lane now.
Be on Cole.
Going to be a foul on Connersville.
That's Cole's
that's the seventh foul already, so you know what that means.
Yeah, Greensburg only has 2.
Pirates will be at the line to shoot from now on when there's a foul. At the free throw line, number 20, Lane Sparks. 83% free throw shooter. That helps his average.
Sure does.
Puts his team up by 12 points over Connersville. He has 11. And the Spartans have the basketball. Here's Billups slipping. Wellage picks up a loose ball for the Pirates. They've got a guy underneath. He turns up and scores. And that is Brendan Stanley.
Yep, right there.
5 points, and the Pirates have doubled the score on Connersville.
Yeah, the Spartans definitely giving Greensburg all the opportunities to keep scoring. I mean, they
Garrison
take advantage of all the turnovers.
Billups drives down. Gets by a couple of men. He misses a shot. We have a couple of free throws. Let's see which of the Pirates is charged with the foul.
Yeah, Toby right there in between 2 of their bigs. He's one of the smallest guys on the floor, and he went up against them and drew the foul. Didn't get the glass, but have an opportunity to make 2 right here.
Sparks is charged with the foul. Billups at the line. Toby 73% in free throws, makes that one.
Like the fact that he drove to the lane to get the opportunity to score 2 right here.
Second one is good. Couple of free throws put in by Toby Billups. He has 4 points in the game so far. Spartans on the defense as the Pirates go to work with the basketball and getting by and getting their close shots now to drop. They weren't there for a while, but Sparks scores 2 more.
He's got
13 for the Greensburg Pirate. 14-point lead over Connersville with a little over a minute left to play in the opening half.
14-point lead, non-insurmountable, but when you don't have the intensity.
Garrison needs help.
It is, somebody's got to get over to him.
Now goes to Billups. Just over a minute remaining in the opening half here tonight in the sectional game at Connersville. Garrison. Over to Brown. Jacob is pulled out, drives into the free throw circle, backs his way toward the basket, puts one up, will not go. He'll have a couple of free throws.
He's got to make these free throws. There's no reason for him to go inside and get if he's going to miss them.
Greensburg personal number 32, Brendan Stanley.
It's not like we've not had opportunities at the line.
Brown drops his first free throw in. Here's his second try coming up.
Jacobs really breathing heavily. He's battling inside with Stanley.
Second one by Brown is good. Couple of free throws for Jacob. He has 7 points tonight. Spartans have 18, but Greensburg has 30.
Again, not an insurmountable lead, but you got to somehow find the intensity, and you got to find it right now with 40 seconds to go. Right here. Get a stop right here, hopefully able to score one more shot if you're a Spartan. take a little bit of momentum going into the locker room and coming out with just a little bit. But Greensburg is a very disciplined, very fundamental team. They are, without question, not going to be razzled if Connersville happens to make a stop right here and somehow get a point, but they're going to definitely take the last second shot, and you definitely don't want it in that guy's hands.
No. Driving down is Wilkinson. Nobby out to Wilkinson, bobbles the ball, but picks up a basketball and fires as the buzzer sounds. His shot was off the rim, but the Greensburg Pirates at the end of the first half have a 32-18 lead over the Connersville Spartans in this sectional game that determines who will be in the sectional finals Saturday night. Ron's working on the scorings right now. You want to get the scoring, Ron?
I'm almost done.
Oh, okay. We'll hang on here for. Yeah, you got it. Okay. What's the scoring here at halftime?
As for the Greensburg Pirates, here led by Layden Sparks is 13 points, Andrew Wellage 8, Miles Wilkinson 4, Brendan Stanley 5. Jonah Graham has 3 points. Toby Billups 4 for the Spartans. Cole Martin 4, and Jacob Brown 7 for the Connersville Spartans.
Okay, for those tuning in with TV3, we're going to keep it right here. But for those tuning in with the ISC Sports Network, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this. Spartanists right now performing for this big crowd at Spartan Bowl tonight. Here at the halftime. Well, Spartan fans have been pretty quiet tonight after the opening 4 points that Connersville put in quickly at the very beginning of the game.
And as soon as Greensburg took the lead, the intensity level for the Spartans died. And,
You're right.
And I mean,
right.
that as commentators for the Spartans and followed them all season long, we've seen that happen many, many times. We've seen the Spartans, as soon as a team bullies them back, they lose all intensity. They got to keep it up right here. This is do or die right here. This is the first sectional here on this floor in 15 years.
Yes.
And when we started off 7-0, it was looking good. It was all looking good. And then the season kind of took a wild turn, and 7 to 10 after that 7-0 start, and Greensburg, they just keep going up and up and up.
Our defense is just unable to stop them.
No, they're not. Well, what's happening is that Greensburg is taking advantage of every turnover that the Spartans have with this terrible passing. Trying to. We haven't seen those lob shots that much, or those lob passes that much all season long. And when Greensburg gets a turnover, they turn it into points, and then we come down. We haven't been able to be consistently offensively, other than the first 4 points, the first 2 times with the ball where we get inside. Other than that, it's just been complete inconsistency.
Yeah, the Spartans have really had a tough time trying to regain their poise.
And that's a credit to Greensburg. That's definitely a credit to Greensburg. Their toughness, their quickness, their discipline, they're fundamentally sound.
And we've watched the Spartans, and when they get behind, this is the way they perform.
The teams that are able to keep the pressure on them, they've not been able to get the intensity back. Hopefully, as you see some future Pirates there, hopefully the intensity of the Spartans will return. As you see Wes Smith right there on your right of your screen standing up. He was a Spartan here not too long ago. He's not liking what he's seeing. Nobody in that shot is liking what they see. But the Spartans just got to find the intensity and play intense all the way through. They just cannot waver at all.
Batesville and South Dearborn will go at it in the second game tonight here at Spartan Bowl.
Yeah, Batesville is a very tough team. They got a couple guys that are lights out and can really, let me get their lineup here. Colt Meyer, I mean, that kid shoots 90% from the line, and he missed one. So he's due to miss one here in probably next year.
His team in the Knights will be going at it.
In South Dearborn, Alex Shackelford, I mean, that kid, he's an outstanding player as well. So, evenly matched teams, Batesville and South Dearborn. South Dearborn might have a little bit of the advantage, but they had that physical game against Rushville that, my goodness, that was a very, very physical game.
Back to this Greensburg Pirates team. They lost twice during the season, early in the season. But like a 15-game winning streak right now. Yeah,
and one of those games was against the Spartans right here. And, it wasn't this one-sided at the half. They only won by 8, and it really, a lot of those points came at the end of the game when the Spartans were fouling Greensburg. And, Greensburg is just, again, very disciplined team. They know how to create turnovers. They know how to create opportunities for them to score, and they did. We've seen that, and the Spartans just have not at all been able to capitalize on any of their turnovers.
I've been impressed with the Greensburg speed of this ball game. I mean, they have players that drive toward the basket, a lot of speed, and Connersville just unable to stop them.
No, not at all. But the Spartans have stopped themselves again with a lot of those errant passes. You just got to wonder, what are the boys thinking? There's, it's almost like a gambler syndrome. They go all in and expect it to, to get all the points in one. You just can't. And you got to be disciplined. As you see Ethan Martin there, he's wishing he were out there. This game may be different with him, but he's got that torn ACL that he had surgery on about a month ago.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to Spartan Bowl. We're at halftime of tonight's first ball game between the Greensburg Pirates and the Connersville Spartans. Greensburg right now is up by 12 points, 32-18. They were ahead 16-7 at the first break of tonight's ball game. And again, this game will be followed by Batesville and South Dearborn. We'll be going at it. The winners tonight meet at 7:30 tomorrow night here at Spartan Bowl in Connersville for the championship. And as we mentioned earlier, that winner tomorrow night advances to the regional at Washington, Indiana on March the 14th, from Saturday.
If the Spartans want to win this game, talk about intensity, you've got to pick it up. Got to pick it up to that nth degree against Greensburg. This game's not over. Greensburg's got to keep that intensity if they want to win, because they don't want to get lackadaisical, and they don't want to, and again, that's the type of team Greensburg is. They're very disciplined. They're going to keep that intensity up. They're not going to fall. As you see Brett Duncan, the host AD of the Connersville Spartans, smiling at the camera. He gets a lot of camera time.
Well, I know he's happy with his crowd here tonight.
Oh,
Greensburg, that's a nice showing. And of course, Spartans all season long, the Spartan fans have been just really supportive of their team.
Oh yeah, and on the road too. We have been to most of the road games. I know you've been to every one. I've been to the majority of them, and I was amazed at how Connersville, those Indianapolis teams, we had 3-1 to the home. When we were at South Dearborn, we had more than they did. I think except Newcastle, every home team we had more.
As at Indianapolis, those teams were top ranked, and
there's Miss Geestein and
still
Mr.
the fans
Geestein and Logan
weren't there.
And you got to wonder why. Here comes the Spartans as the faithful, trying to instill some energy in them.
We have 2.5 minutes remaining before action is resumed here at the Bowl in Connersville.
Again, got to be able to get more intensity than they had at the start of the game and keep it going through these next 2 quarters, because, as we mentioned earlier, Greensburg is not going to waver. They're not going to, they're focused, they're disciplined, they're fundamentally sound.
One of the things I think has affected the Spartans is those early misses in the early part of the ball game, where they were trying to work it underneath to Martin or to Brown, and passes went into the stands that were way off the mark, and it seems like that the Spartans just never recovered from those mishaps early in the game.
Well, you know, you would think that after a couple of them, when Greensburg turned those into points, that they would stop that, but they just have not. You know, and so you definitely got to get the intensity going. Without question, the Spartans don't believe they're out of it, and Greensburg doesn't either. You know, Greensburg again, very disciplined team, very good team to watch.
They're well coached, as both teams are here tonight, Ron.
Oh yeah, both. I mean, Kerry Brown. You know, we've been with him for the entire 11 years that he's been here at the Spartans, and you know, he's one of those coaches that, you know, you want your kids to be coached by.
Stacy Meyer is in his 14th year at Greensburg, and he has won 265 ball games and lost only 77.
Yeah, and he's lost a few games here to Connersville over. I mean, that when they won the state title, but then the last couple of years, the Spartans won, and now it's back to Greensburg's.
Right, in the conference, yes.
Yeah. They're sharing the state titles.
Kerry Brown.
Or I'm sorry, the conference titles.
Kerry Brown, Spartans coach, is in his 11th year here at CHS. He has won 174 games and lost 100. Here we go with the second half of tonight's game.
Here we go.
Connersville original lineup: Martin, Brown, Billups, Garrison, Graham. For Greensburg, they have their same starters: Wellage, Sparks, Comer, Stanley, and Wilkinson. Third quarter underway, and the Pirates have the ball. Driving down, Willage loses the ball momentarily, but a teammate grabs it before it gets away too far. Stanley recovers. Out to Wilkinson. Driving down.
You know, Spartans got to, if they get any turnovers, got to turn them always into points.
And it's to Willage.
That was a beautiful
It's
shot.
a
Wow.
two-point jumper from the free throw circle. 10 points for the leading scorer of this Greensburg team.
That was a beautiful fadeaway. Of course, Jonah's on him, so.
Here's Phillips. Graham from the corner will rim a three, and the rebound taken off by Spark.
Nice hustle there from Toby.
Ball knocked away from the Greensburg player by Billups, but it goes out of bounds, so the Pirates will keep possession.
You know, the Pirates have, you know, again, offensively been very, very consistent. Not many turnovers, ball control, you know, shots like that. I mean, they give themselves an opportunity.
Hits a two from the free throw circle. He has 6 points, and his team is up 34-18.
Now it's a 16-point lead for the Greensburg Pirates, and they got to be feeling very, very, very good.
Taken by Brown. Connersville in the corner. Over to Martin. Here's Billups. Connersville. Martin to Brown. He's pulled out, and he'll try his shot. Good. A 2-pointer for Jacob Brown.
I was going to give him 3 for that. We should. Anytime he's outside the paint, should give him 3.
Usually he's right. He's not in 2-point land.
Yeah. He's usually kissing it off the glass.
This is Comer on the Pirates. Billups on the ball handler. I thought he walked. Yes, he did.
Yeah, I was going to say,
one of the rare turnovers on the Pirates.
Yeah, now, you know, got to do what the Pirates do. As you see the walk right there. Good defense there from Toby and Jacob. You know, do what the Pirates do. Got to turn these into points. Got to make them pay.
Here's Garrison, the ball handler for Connersville. Out to Billups.
Got to be patient. And after the Spartans, even though it's a 14-point lead, it's definitely not insurmountable, but don't want to take too much time off.
This is a good defensive ball club
very
we're seeing
good
here tonight.
That was beautiful.
Up and trying to get a backhanded layup to go in. It won't go for
Well, I like that.
Garrison.
I like when Garrison goes inside, he can compete with the bigs with his springs. We saw that against Lawrenceburg. He had a couple of times where he got inside and was able to draw the foul.
Pirate basketball and the rim of three, number 20.
Yeah.
He couldn't believe that shot wasn't going to drop down.
Man, that's a couple of times we've seen that
Yes.
from them.
Spartans grabbed the ball, the rebound, and Billups feeds to Brown, and to Martin, and Cole picks it up and in. Connersville will call for a full timeout. 4:46 on the third
Greensburg.
period of the clock.
Did we take the timeout at Greensburg?
34-22.
Oh, Connersville,
Yeah, I
yes.
think it was Spartan
Yeah.
timeout.
Yeah.
Greensburg up 34-22 here in the third quarter with 4:46 on the clock.
Most consistent the Spartans has played so far since that first 4-0 outburst to start the ball game. Two consistent offensive series is turning turnovers into points. Still got a long way to go, but it seems like they're on the right track right now. Now keep that intensity up, force some turnovers. Some of the shots that were missed in the first quarter, you got to hope, first half, you got to hope would start falling.
Well, each team has scored 4 points here in the third period so far. So
yeah, well, they were down 16 a minute ago, so you got to like that. They cut it back to 12. Great vision there from Toby Billups to find Cole Martin to get that easy bucket inside. But Greensburg is not they're a team that's not going to get intimidated at all.
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
We've seen that tonight. I mean,
Yeah, this little run from the Spartans is not going to bother them at all. But the Spartans need to again get a little bit more aggressive.
It'll be Pirate ball as they will move it across into front court and set up the offense. It goes to Wilkinson. Out to Comer. And the side is Stanley. Here's Willage getting a jump shot to fall for him.
That is just beautiful.
It was a 2. 12 for Andrew Willage of Greensburg.
Yeah, I mean, he uses his height so well.
Here's Wicks.
When he has,
To Brown.
oh, they finally got an offensive
foul away from the ball. They'll call it on Sparks.
Yeah, Carey's been in the guys in stripes ear all night long about Sparks' play inside away from the ball. They finally saw it.
Non-shooting foul. Spartans inbound. They're in. Brown has it. Tries to get free.
That's not a good
There's
pass.
a bad pass, and Greensburg has the ball. Another turnover by the Spartans. Foul called at the Greensburg end of the court.
It'll be on Garrison. That's his first.
Going in for a shot was Sparks. He was fouled. He has 2 free throws.
Yeah.
On his way and drops it in. His first one. Here's Billups coming in for Connersville. Graham goes out.
Sparks did not guess at all that Garrison was going to match him height-wise in that jump.
Shot is up and good. A couple of free throws put in by Greensburg. And 15 points for the shooter. That was Sparks.
Now it's back to 16. Greensburg again capitalizing on mistakes from the Spartans. Too many
Martin
forced,
behind the free throw circle. Cole
unforced
starts to
turnovers.
drive
Oh,
down.
I thought he walked.
I did too. I thought he back to Garrison. Brown. No, they can't get it to Jacobs.
No, he's battling
Well,
inside.
he's got a couple, 3 guys around him. This season. Here's Billups. The free throw lane won't go. Martin from out. 3 won't drop. And the rebound is
It'll be on
foul
play.
call on the rebound. The Garrison will be called, and that will be Greensburg ball. Here is Stanley who inbound it.
At that point.
Taken by Sparks. Spartans set the defense, and here come the Pirates.
That's not a good pass from Greensburg. One of the rare mistakes that they've made.
Wicks will inbound for the Spartans, and
that was just
the
terrible.
inbound pass is taken by Batesville,
again,
but
lackadaisical.
it comes back to the Spartans. Crazy play.
Yeah, I mean, lackadaisical. Just you got to play with some intensity. As Toby, I thought he was going to go all the way.
Wicks from the corner, drops the three in. Garrett Wicks. Hits for Connersville.
Well,
38 to 25. Batesville, another turnover as they step on the sideline out of bounds.
Greensburg, two mistakes in a row.
Coming out for the Spartans.
2 mistakes in a row from Greensburg. Spartans got to be able to capitalize.
Billups with the ball for Connersville. Wicks being guarded by Comer. Works it over to Garrison. Here's Wicks.
Wow, man, I tell you, Weldridge almost read that.
Yeah, to Billups. Right.
Slid, walk.
Traveling called on Connersville. And Greensburg ball. 2:17 to go here in the third period.
Cannot make a mistake like that when they're making mistakes. Got to turn them into points.
Cole Nobby comes in, and Stanley goes to the bench for Greensburg. Here's Cole Martin reporting in for Connersville, and Wicks goes out. Willage takes the inbound pass, Garrison on him. Driving in.
Spartans getting a little bit more, intense defensively.
Shot up and will drop off for Greensburg.
Yeah, 3 times in a row they didn't score. Spartans.
Brown underneath, scores, and was fouled by Nobby.
Nice.
Spartan fans like that.
Yeah, they do love that. That was a nice dish there from Toby Billups. Found the streaking Jacob Brown as he kicks it off the glass. Got the foul. Got to make this free throw right here.
Jacob Brown at the free throw line for Connersville. Martin trailed by 11 points. 10 now as Jacob Brown doing well from the free throw line. He has 12 points. Not all from the line. Willage in traffic. Basketball, he was fouled.
That's Clay's third. As the faithful giving the business to the guys in stripes. They don't like that call at all. But
that's right.
Yeah, they're going to call that.
Non-shooting foul, of course.
Yeah.
So.
Now Clay's got all 3 of our fouls here in this quarter.
Willage taking the inbound pass for the Pirates. A couple of steps into front court. 1.5 minutes to go, third period. Johansson for the Pirates over to Willage. Back out it goes to Nobby.
Greensburg hasn't scored in a very long time. Last 3 possessions, they haven't scored.
20 with a jump shot that rings out by Greensburg Sparks, and Connersville has a rebound. Here's Billups over to Moore. Nobby, Graham comes out to Garrison.
Again, patience right here, Fran. Patience. First, we haven't been in single digits in a while.
We're under a minute of the third period. Here's Billups to Garrison, to Brown. Brown to Nobby, and a 3 by Connersville. The Spartans have climbed within 7 points.
Wow, Well, I tell you what, it's definitely
These Connersville fans haven't had much to cheer about for a while, but they're going at it right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anybody can hear us. It's deafening here in the bowl as the Spartans have cut it down to 7.
Pirates ball. They'll wait for the last shot of the third period. Brown guarding, now driving down, bumping the Spartan, laying it up and in.
Toby for that. That's
Toby Billups will be called for a foul. The field goal is good by Greensburg.
Looks like he may have been moving just a little bit on that.
Three-point play, a possible three-point play for Spartans at Greensburg. Here is Wicks coming in. Brown goes out for CHS.
The Spartans need to not. These kids aren't one to tell Terry.
Into Greensburg and going out is Nobby. Meanwhile, at the line, number 20, Lane Sparks. 83% free throw shooter. Makes it. Back to a 10-point margin for Greensburg. Spartan ball. Up court, 4 seconds on the clock. Garrison will fire long and hit a three. Garrison at the last minute hits a three-pointer
like that.
And at the end of 3 periods here at Connersville tonight, 41-34 is the score in favor of Greensburg.
Oleg Shell in St. Leon, they have all your favorite convenience items and friendly staff. Visit Oleg Shell today off I-74 at the St. Leon Lawrenceburg exit. Agrest Storms and O'Leary is a full-service accounting firm with offices in Indianapolis, Greensburg, Batesville, Martinsville, and Columbus, Indiana, offering insurance, tax, and businesses consulting services. Find out more at asocpa.com. Byright Auto, your hometown used vehicle superstore. Visit them in Greensburg or check them out at acraauto.com. Power & Tel is a premier wholesale distributor to the global communications marketplace. Learn more today at ptsupply.com.
Greensburg scored 11 points in that quarter. The Spartans scored 16.
Yeah, that was
the buzzer signaling players break from your coaches, and let's get it going on the final 8 minutes of this ballgame.
That quarter showed the Spartans that they could match intensity and even surpass Greensburg. Got to keep it maintained right now as they have the momentum on their side despite being down 7. I feel like I got to scream. This is so deafening.
Spartans will have the ball as they start the final period.
They're not called the faithful for nothing.
There's a whistle by the ref, and here we go. Ball into Cole Martin. Backcourt goes to Billups, and here comes Toby into Connersville territory.
Spartans have to capitalize on Garrison's 3 to end that third quarter. Got to capitalize on it right here.
Jonah Graham with the ball.
Yeah, against
being guarded by 6'7" Weller. He's a loose basketball. Like Greensburg finally has the last one to grab the ball.
Not a good pass right there. Not a good start to this fourth quarter from the Connersville Spartans. Greensburg's a team that can regroup and recruit fast.
Absolutely. 24, Wilkinson goes in for a shot. Fouled by Cole Martin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Cole looking like a statue there, but he's wondering why he got the call. Kept his hands up to show the guy in stripes.
Wicks will come into the ball game at the next break. Meanwhile, at the free throw line is Wilkinson. 13.9 per game average. This young man from Greensburg. Fires a free throw and hits.
Now they are just unbelievable from the line.
Martin will come out as Wicks comes in. Converse will change. There's a second free throw by the Pirate, and good.
Wow, they just do not miss.
They hit 77% of their free throws as a team.
Yeah.
8 points for the Greensburg boys.
How much did they hit as a team?
77%.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of teams would buy that, I think. Here's Garrison driving down, scoring, and was fouled.
Hey, Garrison going inside, using his springs on his legs to draw the foul. Look at that. I mean, that kid's 5'5". He's listed as 5'10", maybe a little bit shorter than that, and he can go up with the best of them. Get the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Cut it back down to 7 right here. Could cut it to
Clay 7 hits 76% of his free throws, but he misses that one.
Wow, maybe we should have had some end of the glass just in case. But
under 7 minutes left in this ball game, Greensburg has the ball and the lead. And here's, well, I thought
that was good.
Sparks went in for a layup, and back to 9 is the lead for Greensburg. Martin again gives to Brown. His shot won't go. Ball tapped out of bounds, and Spartans save it. Billups will fire and miss, and Greensburg has the ball.
I got to stop him right here.
The timeline is Sparks. Shot missed, and close. Another foul on Cole Martin, I believe.
Cole was upset. He said he didn't touch it. We'll find out here on the replay.
He'll automatically come to the bench.
I don't think Cole touched him at all.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, that's tough, and Cole's not happy at all. Toby was pleading his case.
That's his 4th on Cole Martin.
Yeah, that's not good at all to have him in foul trouble like that.
Sending Stanley to the line for Greensburg. First free throw is missed. Here's the second try by the Pirates. .46 Greensburg, 36 Connersville, 6:11 on the clock. That's 6 points for the free throw shooter. Garrison is in front court.
Yeah, we've only played 2 minutes of this fourth quarter. It's hard to believe. It's only been 2 minutes, lots of action. And these 2 minutes, Greensburg extending their lead to 10.
Brown out in the corner.
Yeah, passes him inside,
passes out to Billups. Now Garrison. Here's Billups driving down, putting it up, missing. Fight for the rebound, pulled off by Greensburg. 20 has, number 20 Sparks has the rebound for the Pirates. Here's Willage underneath the Sparks. He was fouled. Another possible three-point play coming up for the Pirates. Brown will come back in, and Martin will come back in, and Brown will head for the bench.
Yeah, how many? Gary's taking a full timeout. Oh, 30.
30 by Connersville. 5:22 to go, and 48-36 Greensburg.
Yeah, now they've pushed it back up to 12 points, and they've done it on all the turnovers that the Spartans have made. That's really the difference of this ball game, is that they've been able to capitalize on the turnovers. And the Spartans, every time they get a little closer, something happens. They just, there's a missed shot, a bad pass, and right now we got 5:22 to go on the clock. The Spartans got to get the intensity level. They got to play perfect from here on out.
Right. You don't make mistakes against a team like Greensburg.
Right. We're giving them too many three-point opportunities.
Absolutely.
They're driving the line, committing the fouls.
Sure. At the free throw line, Lane Sparks.
Now the Spartan cheer block is saying we can't hear you, and Greensburg like, who cares? We're winning. I mean, that's all that matters.
Free throw good.
I forget who was a free throw shooter on that.
Connersville on the attack, and this defense of Greensburg is keeping the Spartans from getting a shot away, and valuable minutes are ticking off the clock.
Yeah. 20 seconds have gone since that free throw.
Right. Here's Phillips. Starting to drive on his man. Feeds to the corner to Wicks. Here's Graham. Short.
There's a foul right there on 32.
Foul away from the basketball.
That's Stanley's third. He's not happy at all. The guy in stripes.
Brown will come back in for the Spartans. And for Greensburg, it is Cole Name returning to the lineup. One of the seniors on this team.
Yeah, boy, the guy in stripes gave Stanley a long stare. He's making sure he's going to keep his mouth shut.
Inbounding the Spartans. And the ball batted away by Willits at Greensburg.
Yeah.
So the Spartans will keep possession.
Not a good pass.
Toby Phillips will trigger it in for CHS. Over to Garrison. On the baseline is Cole. Being picked up on the guard by Wilkinson. Cole drives down, tries to get away from Wilkinson. Finally gets his shot away, but it's wide of the basket, and Greensburg has the rebound. Wellage comes out to Nobby. Back to Wellage. A little over 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, not a good pass.
Greensburg turnover.
Yeah. Not many tonight.
No, I think you could count those on one hand, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, they played a good ball game. Garrison takes the inbound pass. Brown in the corner. Out to the look. To Wicks for Connersville. Phillips. Good guarding by Greensburg. Give these kids credit.
Yeah, they're doing well.
The Spartans take so much time between baskets. There's Garrison getting free.
Nice.
They work the ball to him as he drives the lane and scores. Garrison has 7 tonight.
Yeah, all here in this fourth quarter. But no, actually he had 1 at the end of the third. Sorry, 3 at the end of the third.
Wellage comes out
On
to
this
Palmer.
half.
On the side to Nobby. Wilkinson starts to
thought
drive
he
down,
walked.
lays it up and in despite good guarding by Connersville. 51-38. Greensburg, 10 points for the Greensburg score.
Yeah, Greensburg's just been driving now. I mean, that's all they've been doing. And, this quarter, that's.
Phillips breaking free, and he is fouled on his way to the basket. Made the shot, but it will not count.
I was hoping
But
it would
here-
be continuation, but it's not.
It'll be out of bounds. Connersville, that foul was called on Wellage.
22, Andrew Wellage, his second.
Yeah, Toby was hoping he'd get a continuation on that to be able to get to the line.
Comes into Wicks. Back to Phillips, and Toby picks it up and in. Nice play. 9 points for Phillips tonight. Immediately as Connersville's player received the ball, he had 2 guys on him.
Yeah.
So he passed off to Phillips, who was unguarded, and put it up and in. There's Wellage driving down, stopping about 3 feet from the basket and laying it up and in. 14 for Wellage, under his average. But here's Brown for Connersville, up, scoring. Jacob Brown gets the ball to stay in for him. We have 2.5 minutes to be played in this sectional game.
Boy, I tell you what,
at
Clay
Connersville
fouled that
Stadium.
guy.
Here's Graham on a foul.
Yeah, you don't want to foul Wellage, but Clay fouled the other guy, and he hooked him, and they didn't call. I was surprised at that. They got 8 fouls, or we got 8 fouls, so.
Wellage 85% from the free throw line on the season, has the basketball. It is on its way, and it's good. Second free throw for the guard from Greensburg coming up. He drops this one in. Nope, he doesn't. Spoke too soon.
Yeah, maybe you should speak too soon more often.
Should have started that earlier.
Yeah. Greensburg.
Phillips with the ball for Connersville, out to Graham. Jonah drives on Wellage.
Yeah, that's
Here's Garrison, a three-pointer on the way, will drop off the back rim and into
hustle.
the hands of teammate Garrett Wicks. Down, and
I don't know why
Garrison
Jacob didn't
knocked
go up on
down,
that.
but right in front of the official, but no
Yeah.
call. Wellage for Greensburg. Over to Navi. Along the baseline, shot put up, missed. Wicks on the floor. Was he called for a foul?
Yeah. They were called on, Wicks. That's his
Number 20, Garrett Wicks.
second. You know, Greensburg showed a lot of diversity this game. In the beginning of the ball game, they were, they were creating space for their shooters and able to get some shots in the paint. This quarter, they have just driven. I mean, they just turned it on and started driving, got a lot of 2-point, 3-point plays, and
Lane Sparks makes the first free throw, misses the second for the Pirates. Spartan ball, Billups down court.
wow.
Shot missed. Brown grabs the rebound, but it won't go in for Jacob.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And Greensburg has a rebound.
Oh, there goes an easy.
Open man, Wilkinson at the end of the Greensburg court, and they work the ball to him, and he puts it up and in. He's at 12.
Now they're up 15. Spartans were down 7 at one point.
Here's Billups banking one up and in. Toby Billups, it's a field goal. 57-44 is the score. Billups has 11 points.
You know, Greensburg is being led by Sparks. He's got 23 right now. Yeah, and but I tell you what, to play Victor Wellage is going to give a star of the game. I know the game isn't over, but it would be Wellage because his, play inside and outside. You know, when Greensburg goes, when he goes, Greensburg goes, and
You're right, yes.
just a very disciplined team, very versatile team. They can get you inside and outside. In this quarter, they got Spartans inside and really extended that lead by just using their quickness to get inside, get the fouls, three-point opportunities. Didn't make them all every time, but when you give yourself that opportunity, it really. As you see the face full right there, go Spartans, go Spartans. Long faces as the Spartans are sort of seeing that this might be the end of the line with 1:11 to go, but we've seen crazy things happen. We sure have. But I don't see weakness on this Greensburg team. They have shown why they are the class of the conference and maybe possibly in 3A, Fran.
This could be their year from what we're seeing here tonight.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, there's Silver Creek and a few other teams that are good as well, but Greensburg's the best team we've seen. And Toby, that's a hard foul.
Billups shoves Wellage out of bounds as
That's
Wellage headed for the inbound pass, and he'll move to the free throw line.
Yeah, Greensburg knows who to get the ball to and get it to Wellage, and he's a big guy. He's so. He gets to college, he's not going to be the biggest guy.
That's right. Foul number 10 on Connersville, so that means 2 free throws automatically for Wellage. His free throw is good.
That's Tanner Brock. He's a senior, possibly his last time ever on the floor. He's not liking that.
5 seniors on the Spartans team this year. Second free throw is good by the shooter, Wellage. 17 points. He's 4 under his average. Brown, nice play by Jacob Brown. Gets around his defender and puts it up and in, and whistle stops the play. Another foul on Connersville coming up. 15 points for Brown tonight.
That's Garrett Brown. Or did you say Brown?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 15 points for him.
The foul is called on
Wicks.
Garrett Wicks, one of the seniors on this team. Free throw shooter for Greensburg is Wilkinson. Second shot is good. 14 for the Greensburg player, and they're up 61-46. We're in the final minute. Garrison hits a three from behind the free throw circle. Spartans call for a timeout. 10 points for Garrison.
Now 12 point. Again, you know, Greensburg hasn't made that many mistakes all game long. We're expecting them to make at least 3 right here, so or 4, so the Spartans can hit 4 threes and tie this ball game up.
Oh, sure.
With 51 seconds to go. You know, again, Andrew Wellage has played such a fantastic game, but you know, I mean, they're a very diverse team. They got 3 guys in double digits. Actually, only 4 guys have scored for them. But their big 3, Lane Sparks, Andrew Wellage, and Miles Wilkinson, have put up the numbers tonight. And Stanley has chipped in 7 points, but
they scored 20 points in this 4th period.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they've just been incredible.
Been unstoppable.
Yeah, yeah. And they started driving. I mean, that was the difference in this game or this quarter is, you know, the Spartans were having that run. I mean, they cut it to 7 and had an opportunity to cut it to 4. They had the ball to cut it to 4, and you know, a turnover here and a turnover there, and
Pirates
that
ball.
was a foul that
Foul called.
5 seconds ago.
Greensburg gets into front court. Called on
Garrison.
Clay Garrison. At the line will be Sparks for Greensburg. Free throw is good. Here comes a second free throw by Greensburg. This one is good. 25 points for him, Ron.
Yeah, unbelievable. Wow.
Basketball being fought for. Connersville saves it. Here's Jacob Brown missing a 3-point try. Garrison's got the rebound, loses the ball. It's going to be ruled out of bounds to Greensburg in,
look at that hustle.
In backcourt. Here's Tanner Brock coming back in for CHS. Brown goes to the bench, and Jacob will. No, he won't. Brown goes to the bench.
Yeah, got all.
Just under a half a minute to go. Greensburg being pressed and a foul called on Toby Billups.
Got all of our seniors out there. Ethan, the only one that's not, as we have a wholesale substitution.
Toby fouls out of the ball game with 5. Here come all the other guys on the bench for Connersville. Riley Moore, Hunter Bodwell, Lucas Barron as a senior scout, Josh Williams, Riley Moore.
Now here comes the seniors.
Yeah, they come to the bench. We've got 5 of them. Kids leaving CHS in June, graduation time.
Yeah, that's not how they want to end their career with a sectional loss, but these guys just.
At the line is Lane Sparks. Lucas Barron, Braxton Myers, Riley Moore, Carter Bodwell in the ball game, along with Josh Williams for CHS.
Riley is number 44. He's generally number 30.
Second free throw. This Greensburg team, they know how to shoot free throws.
They do. Now that's 27 for Sparks now.
There's Carter Bodwell. There's a mask on his face because he suffered a concussion several weeks ago.
Yeah, he missed the last week of the regular season.
Yes.
He's a tough-nosed player. Going to be fun to watch him next couple of years.
Williams, the ball knocked away from Josh, and it's a turnover against the Spartans. 11 seconds to go.
Yeah, they're just going to go ahead and dribble this out.
They will walk the ball across the timeline, and here comes the final buzzer, and the final score of this ball game is Greensburg 65 and Connersville 49. Spartans scored 15 points in that final period, but Greensburg put in 24. Final score here tonight, 65 to 49. Greensburg returns to Spartan Bowl tomorrow night to play in the finals, to play either Batesville or South Dearborn, depending on tonight's second ball game. Ron is working on the scoring, which may take a couple of seconds here.
I'm done.
Oh my gosh.
I just got done. Can you believe that?
Yeah. You would like to share it with us?
I would like to share it with you. Yes, I will. For the Connersville Spartans, their season comes to an end. They were led by Jacob Brown, 16 points. Cole Martin, 6. Garrett Wicks had 3. Toby Billups, 11. Clay Garrison, 10. And Jonah Graham had 3. For the Greensburg Pirates, as they advance to the sectional championship tomorrow night, they were led by Lane Sparks, 27 points. Andrew Wellage had 17. Miles Wilkinson had 14. And Brendan Stanley had 7 for Greensburg Pirates. Mentioned Andrew Wellage as the star of the game, but my goodness, 27 points from Lane Sparks. May have to change that.
He may have to share it.
Yeah, he may have to share both of them. I mean, both plays of those two guys were outstanding. So maybe we'll do player of the game, Andrew Wellage and Lane Stanley. Or, I'm sorry, yeah, Lane Sparks. Lane Stanley's a...
See, Andrew Wellage / Lane Sparks.
Andrew Wellage, Lane Sparks. Yeah, we'll go with both of those guys because I tell you, the Greensburg Pirates go with Andrew Wellage. He had a lot of dishes inside to Sparks, but Sparks scoring 27 points. You got to recognize that. And, you know, this was just a better team. Greensburg was a better team tonight than the Connersville Spartans. And to us, as we all watch this, the better team in the sectional, whoever wins tonight, they got their hands full tomorrow night.
Greensburg is going to be hard to stop.
Yeah, I think in the regional as well.
I agree. I think they'll represent this area very well if they, well, of course, they have to win a ball game tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Here this ball game went by quarters. Greensburg had a 16-7 lead at the first break, 30-18 at halftime, 41-34 at the end of 3, and 65-49 wins the final score as the Pirates get win number 22, get 2 losses, and for the Spartans, that's their 11th loss. They have won 14 ball games this season. Thanks for joining us here on TV, and we'll be back with the second ball game of this sectional semifinals. So right now, we'll be seeing you later.
Yeah.
Tonight's IHSA sectional games are being broadcast by the ISC Sports Network. Catch live games, original programming, studio shows, and much more on the ISC Sports Network. Find us on the web, download on the app, or see us on TV all across Indiana. The ISC Sports Network, local lives here. From Spartan Bowl, hi everybody, and welcome to game number 2 of this IHSAA sectional from Spartan Bowl in Connersville. This game, Batesville Bulldogs meet the South Dearborn Knights. With Ron Wally, this is Fran Schummel. Thanking you for joining us. Ron, before talking about the Knights and Bulldogs, let's review tonight's first game, a victory for Greensburg, putting them in tomorrow night's sectional championship.
Yeah, that was
against the winner of this ball game.
Yeah, I tell you, the teams, South Dearborn and Batesville, watched some of that game, and they got to be wondering, man, who can stop Greensburg? I mean, that team is a well-disciplined team, very versatile. They can hit you from inside, outside, and they can cut you before you know you're bleeding.
They fell behind 4-0, which really brought the Spartan fans to their feet as Connersville hit the first
2 shots inside.
ball game, but it looked like it took Greensburg about 10 seconds to wipe that out and go on and lead from there on. Yeah,
once they got the lead, they did not falter at all. And even when Connersville was making a frivolous comeback, they were down 16-1 on the 9-0 run to cut it to 7 with a 3-point shot at the end of the third quarter by Clay Garrison. And the Spartans clearly had the momentum, had an opportunity to cut it to at least 4.
Yes.
And they turned it over with the first possession of the fourth quarter, and Greensburg didn't look back after that.
Well, the pressure of the Pirates is probably the best we've seen all year.
Oh, without question. We've seen some Indianapolis teams that are good, but you know, this team, Greensburg team, they were much better than when we first saw them here at the Bowl. It was a much closer ball game, but these guys, they know how to put the foot on the throat and not let you go. And even when the Spartans were having that frivolous comeback and there was a lot of mistakes, there was 4 times that Greensburg went down and didn't score. They showed no panic at all.
I was really impressed by their shooting all night long, especially their free throw shooting.
Well, their free throw shooting was out of this world. I mean, I think they missed, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 at the most while we suffered, but we were a lot better. The Spartans were a lot better towards the end. But, Greensburg you just did not, as you see the Batesville faithful there, this cheer block going crazy. It's just an opportunities that Connersville had that they didn't take, and Greensburg took all the opportunities from the Spartans and turned them into points.
A year ago, Batesville won the sectional at Greensburg.
Oh, wow.
They upset the Pirates.
Yeah, that's right, they did.
The Pirates had won like 8 straight sectionals, and they were playing Batesville in the final game of the sectional last year.
Well,
and Batesville surprised them.
Yeah, well, they are a team that looks focused, looks disciplined, looks fundamentally sound. They're not going to look past anybody. They probably remember that loss and definitely want to walk out of here with a sectional crown.
Yeah, I agree. That played in their effort here tonight, I think.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and they put on a display. The Spartans, ended their season 14-11. Say goodbye to their 5 seniors, as you see. Legend there, Larry Myers. He's the voice of the Spartan Bowl. And you see some kids cheering, but Greensburg, or looking at the Spartans, I mean, looking at their future, they got a great JV program that was 14-5 on the season, and those kids started off really well, had a couple of losses, but for the most part, they're gelling, and Spartans' future is bright.
Those 5 seniors you mentioned were Clay Garrison, Tanner Brock, Garrett Wicks, also Jacob Brown. And those kids will be graduating here.
Carrie Brown's mom, she always brings us some treats. Carrie Brown's mom, coach for the Connersville Spartans, love her. Miss Brown, I don't remember her first name, just Miss Brown, sweet Miss Brown, brought us some sweets as you were mentioning, the seniors, Jacob Brown, Tanner Brock, Clay Garrison, Ethan Smith,
yes,
and Garrett Wicks, the 5 seniors for the Connersville Spartans. Ethan Smith against Batesville tore his ACL out for the season. You know, wonder what could have been if Ethan would have still been on that team. That was kind of part of their derailment when Ethan went down.
Yeah, Ethan was the second top leading scorer of the Spartans when he injured the knee injury in the game at Batesville.
Yeah.
Game number 15, and that made a difference, I think, in the Spartans the rest of the season.
Oh, it sure did. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Alex Shackelford for South Dearborn injured his knee in the game against Rushville. He's got something on his left knee, but he was able to come back, and he was the player of the game for that game against Rushville. He was instrumental in their keeping the lead and maintaining the pressure from Rushville, especially Alec Evans, who was on fire from Rushville. So look for big things here from Alex Shackelford for Batesville. You know, they don't have a winning record, but they play like they do.
Now about this game, South Dearborn and Batesville met at South Dearborn February the 9th. The Knights lost 58-39 to the Bulldogs. South Dearborn.
Wait a minute, this Batesville doesn't have a losing record. I'm wrong.
Right,
Yeah, I'm
Batesville.
wrong.
Yeah,
Batesville.
the Knights do, right.
Yeah. I am wrong.
The South Dearborn has a 10-win, 13-loss record.
South Dearborn is confused.
And they won over Rushville 51-48 on Wednesday night here in the sectionals to advance to this game. Batesville's record is 13-10. Number 13 came over the Franklin County team 47-38 in Wednesday's second game.
I got to go get the starters while we got a minute
I was just going to ask you, Ron, get the lineups here.
Yeah, hang on.
So, well, I hope you can get them in a hurry here. The officials for this second ball game tonight will be Nick Slovic, Kyle Hobbs, and Keith McLean. Kevin Reinhardt coaches the South Dearborn Knights. Kevin's in his third year. He has a 22-48 one-loss record. Aaron Garrett is in year number 12 at Batesville. He has a record of 183 wins and 98 losses. A couple of well-coached teams about to get underway here at Spartan Bowl. And thanks for joining us here on TV. We appreciate you watching us and hope your team wins here.
Yeah, I finally have the starters.
Oh, okay. Would you like to give them to him?
I would.
Okay.
Colt Meyer is a 6'1 senior, number 11 for Batesville. R.J. Powell is a 6'1 junior, number 14. Thomas Raber is a 6'3 sophomore, number 22. Charlie Dice is a 6'3 senior, number 25. And Sam Begley is a 6'2 junior, number 40 for the South Dearborn Knights here, led by Alex Shackelford. He's a 6' senior, number 1. Toby Tiki is a 5'10 junior, number 3. Elijah Hoffman's a 6'1 sophomore, number 11. Quentin Stevens, a 6' junior, number 12. And rounding out the lineup for South Dearborn, Reese Willoughby is a 6'2 sophomore, number 23.
Okay, thank you, Ron. The starting fives are being announced for the crowd here at Spartan Bowl tonight.
At guard, 6'2 sophomore, 23, Nicholas Willoughby.
The Bulldogs from Batesville will be the home team wearing their white uniforms outlined in blue. And for the South Dearborn Knights, they'll be in their red road uniforms. That's what they won in the other night, so I'm sure if they're a little bit wondering if they should wear the same uniform, and they are. So
yeah, that might bring them luck.
Yeah, maybe that's what they're thinking. Yeah. Okay, South Dearborn is South Dearborn is at Aurora, Indiana, where their home is. Here comes Batesville. The Bulldogs have a lot of fans here. They're across the way from us. Bunch of guys here.
Same colors as Greensburg.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of blue.
Yeah, if they win, it's going to be blue.
Right.
both teams. South Dearborn had that physical game against Rushville. You got to wonder how much that's going to play in this ball game. Shackelford's banged up just a little bit. He is the engine that goes for South Dearborn.
That's true. He's their leader on the floor. Okay, the cheerleaders leave the floor, and here we go. Jumping center will be number 40. That is Sam Begley for Batesville. And jumping center for South Dearborn, number 23, Reese Willoughby. And the Knights have the basketball.
Willoughby won that with authority. You know, South Dearborn had that up and down game back and forth against Rushville, so they are able to deal with pressure, or at least they showed that they were able to deal with pressure.
For South Dearborn.
Batesville really was not pressed too much against Franklin County.
Back to the basket, a turnaround shot is missed by Willoughby, and Batesville has the ball for the first time, and number 25 from the baseline misses on a jump shot.
That's not a good
Charlie
pass.
Dice. Collision of players.
Yeah, not a good pass at all from Willoughby.
Turnover by Batesville. Shackelford will put it in play for the Knights.
You know, this game is, you know, kind of
Shackelford
nice
penetrates
move.
the defense of Batesville and scores up and in. Alex Shackelford. He's a 6-foot senior, wears number 1.
I was getting ready to say, as soon as Shackelford drove to the basket, that this game, you know, slowed down from that first 2 series from both teams, and then Shackelford apparently decided not to slow down anymore.
Raver with the ball for Batesville. Works it out to R.J. Powell. And players on the floor. Foul going to be called.
That's going to be on Stevens.
South Dearborn personal, number 12, Quentin Stevens. His first, team first.
Quentin Stevens, a 6-foot junior at South Dearborn.
You know, both teams played a very physical game against, you know, Batesville against Franklin County, South Dearborn against Rushville. Wonder how physical this game will be.
Dice getting a 3 as they let Charlie Dice, a 6'3" senior of Batesville, open, and he drops a 3 in.
You can't leave Dice open like that from the top of the key.
No way. He had nobody within 5 or 6 feet of him, and South Dearborn coach quickly up to remind his players to start guarding that guy.
Yeah, put a hand in the face.
Yes. Shackelford to Toby Teke, T-E-K-E is how that last name is spelled.
That's unbelievable.
No, not a shot. It's a long pass, which was missed. And it's out of bounds, a long pass to the guy under the basket. He missed the shot, and the rebound taken off by Batesville.
That's really nice.
Dice working along the baseline.
Dice goes inside, as you'll see here, and thought he was going to get the foul, but no. Good defensive play there from the South Dearborn Knight.
R.J. Powell inbound for Batesville.
Oh, Begley in and out.
Right. Rebounding Batesville. Finally, South Dearborn comes off with it. Pass down court.
Nice.
Ball knocked away from the South Dearborn boy, and up court quickly for Batesville is R.J. Powell.
Yeah, Powell knocked that away. He had good.
Pass over to Raber. Starts to drive down, loses control of the ball momentarily. Players on the finally South Dearborn comes up with it. Here's Shackelford all the way down, up and in.
Beautiful. I mean, that was beautiful there from Shackelford, getting inside, dicing and slicing his way to the basket right there.
Shots him out by the Bulldogs. Miss. Fight for the rebound. Knocked away by South Dearborn. Batesville ball under their basket. Here's a lineup change. South Dearborn will, Batesville will send Raber to the bench.
I tell you what, this place is electric for both teams. The Batesville cheer block may be the loudest of the night. Well, my
Raber
goodness,
misses
that
a
was
layup
beautiful.
for Batesville, and rebounding South Dearborn, and the long shot by Shackelford is missed. Rebounding this time is Batesville.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. That would be a good shot selection there from Shackelford. Nobody was under the glass to get the rebound.
By Meyer. He wears number 11 and has a 19.3 per game average for Batesville.
Yeah, and he can shoot it from anywhere.
He has the ball right now, and he feeds over to teammate Powell. Out it comes to Cole Warner. Long shot by Batesville. Missed. Rebounding. South Dearborn quickly into front court. The
nice disruption there.
The ball picked up by Batesville and whistled on the play. The charge coming up.
South Dearborn first, number 1.
You got Shackelford on that.
First foul of the ball game called. Dice going to inbound for Batesville. Charlie wears number 25.
You know, physical ball game as we expected. Lots of bodies on the ground, and
Powell is the ball handler for the Bulldogs.
you know, that's one thing you don't want to have going into a game against Greensburg is to be tired, all beat up. Wow, how many of that happened tonight for Batesville?
That won't drop for him.
Yeah, they've had a few of those inside shots like that rimmed in and out.
Willoughby brings it in the front court for the
not a good pass selection.
No, they lose the basketball, and Batesville has it. Number 40 fires from the corner, and missing on the shot is Begley.
Yeah, Begley's had a couple shots from outside, not found the range just yet.
Here's Shackelford for South Dearborn. Drives around a couple of defenders, can't get through, and brings the ball out to Willoughby.
Yeah, I was going to say this game's physical, and then there's a barely of a touch, and there's a foul.
Foul called on number 12, Stevens.
That's his second.
Their team's third already. Number 22 will come in for South Dearborn. Robb. And Hoffman goes out for the Knights. Meanwhile, it is Bulldogs ball. Here's Begley with it. Feeds off to Meyer,
defense.
and his shot is blocked. He was way short.
Calling Meyer on that.
Now going to be called on Meyer.
That's their first foul. You know, South Dearborn clinging onto the 4-3 lead. I mean, this is almost identical to the game against Rushville where, you know, no team wanted to pull ahead.
Now they got press applied by Batesville. Let's see if the Knights can get, yes, they do in the front court in time.
And make a bad pass. Yeah,
pass intended for Willoughby was way out of his reach, and a turnover by South Dearborn.
Yeah, rare mistake there from Shackelford. Not a good pass at all. Got to make those good passes. Batesville now has to capitalize.
We're in the opening quarter here. Tonight's second ball game of the sectional at Connersville. First game, a win by Greensburg over Connersville. This is Raver, Tom Raver of Batesville, number 22 with the ball.
You know, just taking their time. You know, there was an onslaught there from Franklin County there in that first quarter that Batesville withstood.
Batesville ball. This is Begley.
Now just eating some clock, even though they're down one. Of course, you're going to eat this kind of clock. You got to make sure you make it.
Cross court to Dice, drives into the lane.
That's a nice shot.
Hands it up,
my
misses.
goodness, wow.
Knights rebounding, number 11 Hoffman.
Now that's a lot of missed shots inside for Batesville so far. And well, that's a good shot.
The shot from the free throw circle is good for
Willoughby.
Hoffman.
That was Willoughby.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, that was a good shot there from
23. He'll be at the line for a free throw, possible three-point play.
Yeah, good shot there from Willoughby.
First, before that happens, timeout taken by Batesville. Aaron Garrett wants to talk it over with his team.
Yeah, they definitely want to talk it over. I mean, Batesville's played very good. They've got inside. They just have not been able to get anything in. I mean,
right.
It's just rimming in and out.
1:47 to go here in the opening quarter, and it's 6-3.
Yeah, another low-scoring game. That's what it kind of was with South Dearborn and Rushville. I mean, it was, neither team wanted to really take charge of the ball game. South Dearborn did at the end there, which is why they're playing against Batesville tonight. Batesville a little tougher test against South Dearborn than they had against Franklin County. Now they will try to ice Willoughby there to make sure he doesn't make a three-point play right here.
Reese Willoughby, just a sophomore at South Dearborn, 6'2". He misses a free throw. High to grab the rebound was Raver for Batesville. Bulldogs set the play.
Now, if I was Batesville, still get inside. Eventually, the lid's going to open up.
Here's Meyer. Can't get a shot away, but he does pass out to a teammate. Now he's maneuvering into position for a shot. Still can't get the ball to him. Here is Raver. A turnaround jump shot won't go. Another rebound by South Dearborn. Shackelford got it. He fell, but the teammate was right there to
Ray
keep
took
South
a shot.
Dearborn in control.
Wow,
Here's
that's unbelievable.
Driving dead. I thought he took a few steps.
I thought he took a few as well.
Anyway, he has 6 points. The refs didn't call it.
No, that's all that matters.
8-3. This South Dearborn team is ahead of Batesville in this sectional semifinals, second game. Here's Warner. Here's Meyer.
I was say, I thought he took a step
He's called for traveling.
Yeah.
I think he's thinking, well, can I do anything right here tonight?
Yeah, Batesville just, they're not helping their calls at all, missing some inside shots. Now, a turnover like that, again, that was a clear walk. Of course, I thought Shackelford's was too, but.
There's Mitchell Manford in for South Dearborn, and Willoughby went out. Here come the Knights out in front in this ball game in the final seconds of the first quarter. Taken by Hoffman.
Yeah, they're definitely content to take the last second shot.
Shackelford with it, works over to Manford. He passes off, and
Did they call that
receiver
on?
of the ball, I think he stepped on the
did he?
on the
I was
outbound
gonna say, I
line.
didn't see anything.
Here is Batesville ball. Raver will trigger it in.
And that was kind of close from our angle if he did step out of bounds. But the guy in stripes has better vision than I do, apparently.
Are you questioning this guy?
I would never question an official, not at all.
I didn't think so. I mean, that's dangerous territory.
Yeah, that is. We may get a tee.
Here's Meyer with
They got 3 seconds to go. He's better shoot.
For Batesville, he fires and hits. And it will count. 8-5 is the first quarter score. South Dearborn leads Batesville.
George's Pharmacy is family-owned and operated with 10 convenient locations. George's delivers everywhere in Indiana. Call today. Brian Melvin is sponsoring this game. One of the sponsors is Remax Team in Brookville. Go see Brian Bauman and his Remax Team in Brookville. Harrison Building and Loan for over 100 years. Harrison Building and Loan has been your trusted bank in the Harrison and Hamilton areas. With the 5-star ratings at cars.com, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, your home for new and pre-owned vehicles in Batesville, right on State Route 46. Come see Gary Trable at Hurlinger Chevrolet in West Harrison, Indiana. Ready and able to find the perfect car? Visit Gary Trable. Enhancement Communications, offering customized hosted phone solutions to help maximize your business's productivity. ETC, go local, get better. End
of the first quarter tonight in this sectional game at Spartan Bowl. 3-point lead for South Dearborn. Going into the ball game, 62 points offensive average for South Dearborn, but they've given up 67.1 defense. For Batesville, offensive average 56.9. Defensive average 53.5. Who scored that?
Begley.
Okay, thank you.
Begley scored that one for South Dearborn, or for Batesville, very, very quick.
Brings them within a point. Knight's ball. Shackelford work underneath. Oh,
that
nice
was
layup
beautiful.
by number 23, Willoughby.
Now, that was a nice move there from
Yes,
Willoughby.
it was. He has 5 points.
23,
Down court, a try, shot miss, foul called.
You know, getting inside, drawing that foul. That's what you got to do if you want to get some free points.
Foul called on Toby Tiki of South Dearborn. At the free throw line for 2 free throws will be R.J. Fowl. He has 9 points per game average on the season.
R.J. Powell up the line, shooting
Free
2.
throw good.
You know, you get these free opportunities at the line. We've talked about it all season long. You have to convert no matter what your percentage is. You better be 100% when you take the shot.
That's true. Free throw good.
And it doesn't matter how it looks, Fran, as long as it goes through the strings,
That's for sure.
the net.
Driving
was
down to the
beautiful.
basket,
Wow.
backing one up and in.
It was kind of, you know, sloppy there, but Hoffman, he'll take it.
Basket by Elijah Hoffman, number 11.
Batesville setting the point right now. They're down 12-9 to the Knights. South Dearborn on the defense. Well, here's a player.
wow. Yeah.
Player getting free for a shot, won't go for foul. This is stops the play. Ball knocked away by a Batesville player, so it's
Yeah, you thought
Knights
he walked,
in
didn't
the-
you?
Back in the lineup
I
for Batesville,
don't
number
know.
11, Meyer.
maybe they aren't walking. I don't know.
If they're not calling it, they're probably, well, who knows? I mean, just like that ball out of bounds, or the step out of bounds. I wonder about that. But they better hustle if they want to get over
Awful
there.
long pass.
Yeah, those long passes are
Willoughby.
hard to control. That's easy.
Oh, they
right
got
there.
a player open under the basket. They work the ball to Toby Tiki. Nice move by the South Dearborn team.
Yeah, the South Dearborn definitely right now controlling this ball
Yeah,
game
they're
against
up by-
Batesville.
Up by 5.
The difference in this game is that Batesville has not been able to oh, that's, I was going to say.
Yes. Almost a steal by Shackelford, but he sips on the line, I believe. And it's, Batesville will keep control.
Yeah. But Batesville, they've gotten inside plenty of times. It's just that that lid's closed. You know, they've missed at least 6 points inside. I mean,
Comes
easy
into
shots.
Raver. He has the ball. Backing
Oh, wow,
to
he
the
walked.
Yeah, traveling called on that time. As
Yeah,
the player was trying to back into position and
yeah.
forgot to.
He did. I mean, that's the oldest trick in the book. When you're the defender and the guy's pressing you, you just take a step back. It's going to force him to walk, and that's exactly what happened. Vaguely walked.
Vaguely comes out of the ball game. And his replacement is Leighton Ratcliffe.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Meanwhile, it's South Dearborn ball.
You know, South Dearborn's gotten away with a lot of errant passes that has been disrupted and, you know, hasn't really turned into any turnovers.
Knocked out of bound by Batesville. So Dearborn ball. Here's driving down, can't get through, feeds off to a teammate who drives the baseline. That was Tiki. He can't get through, out to Shackelford. Passes off to teammate.
Yeah, Batesville just, South Dearborn, you know, they're content to just kind of eat this clock.
Sure.
That's
Oh,
not a
bad
good pass.
pass by the Knights, and turnover by South Dearborn gives Batesville the basketball.
You know, not that many turnovers so far for South Dearborn, not at least to hurt them, but you know, you got to make sure that you control that ball anytime you have the ball.
14-9, South Dearborn up. Batesville with the ball. Driving down, stopping in the free throw lane is Powell. Comes out to Meyer. Now
That's a
to
good move.
Dice, who turns around and is
He's
fouled
gonna
as
be
he
shooting
tries to
two
bank
right
one up
there.
and in. Missed
Yeah.
the free throw, but he'll be at the free throw line for 2 free throws. Charlie Dice, one of the seniors on the team for Batesville.
Now Dice had a good game against Franklin County.
Free throw good. 4
4-point
point lead for South Dearborn.
You know, Batesville, you know, is a patient team. Oh, wow. Missed.
Free throw missed, and the rebound into the hands of Grace Willoughby. Goes to Shackelford, and the guard will hurry across the timeline into South Dearborn territory.
You know, I don't expect this pace to nice. Again, there's another disruption there from Batesville. Just have not been able to, fully get a steal.
Shot from the corner, it rims by South Dearborn and missed. And Batesville ball. Here is Warner driving in, Cole Meyer driving in.
Now Shackelford, that's going to be his second foul right there.
Foul on Shackelford.
His second, team 6.
Non-shooting foul. I'm not suspecting that this pace and this is going to keep up. Like, it's probably going to pick up as the game goes on. But if it keeps like this, I mean, this 4-point deficit is huge. But again, we got, 2.5 quarters to go.
Taken out by Dice. Feeds off his teammate Raver. Over to Meyer. His way blocked. 2 guys moving in front of him. Has he scored any points, Ron?
No. Oh, yeah, he's got 2. Sorry.
Okay. The leading point maker.
Yeah, right off.
Whistle stops the play.
Right off Raver's foot.
Out of bounds, so
Back in the lineup for Batesville, number 40.
going to be the South Dearborn Knights inbounding. 4:15 to go in the opening half of tonight's game. They bring it to Shackelford. He takes a return pass, starts to drive down. 5 feet away from the basket. Tries a foul.
Yeah, watch him right
tries
here.
A shot, it's missed, but he's fouled.
Going inside, he drew the foul right there and just threw it a little bit too hard off the glass. I mean, that's just good ball handling there from Shackelford.
Alex Shackelford, free throw shooter for South Dearborn. They're up 14-10. Now they're up 15-10.
In the lineup for Batesville, number 10, for Warner.
Rice comes out for Batesville, and also coming out is Raber. See who's into this ball game. Free throw good. 8 points for Shackelford. Cole Werner is in for Batesville.
Now it's a 6-point lead for South Dearborn, and you got to, again, if you're a Batesville Bulldog fan, those inside shots that haven't dropped, that's the difference of the game. Another one
missed by.
Yeah, well, that one just had no chance. But they've had some that's rimmed in and out. That's a walk.
Turnover by the Knights.
Yeah, they're surprisingly, most kids complain if they, why'd I committed the walk, and he didn't. I guess he knew.
Batesville basketball. Here come the Bulldogs, down by 6 points. Comes out to Vagley, number 40. He's back in the ball game for the Bulldogs. Driving down, and
that is unbelievable.
That ball took a trip around the basket a couple times.
Did.
Came off, but the teammate Rackley grabs it and puts it up and in for Batesville. Here's a timeout taken, and 16-12 is our score in favor of South Dearborn.
Yeah, I mean, that's been the game for Batesville, those around the rim shots that haven't gone inside. I mean, they're kissing off the glass and it's not going down. This could be a completely different ball game if all those shots went down for South Dearborn.
Yes,
those are the shots that you want.
They've had a lot of good shots, but like you said, they just won't drop.
Yeah, you want those kind of shots. Those are the high percentage shots. But when they're not dropping it, I mean, you start playing with your head. You start, hitting it off the glass a little too hard. So, but Batesville will right the ship, and South Dearborn knows that. They just got to keep the pressure up and play their game.
(16-12). Here we go. South Dearborn with the ball and the lead.
Yeah, baby, you got to be able to get over that line.
Yeah, finally did. Here is Tristan Daly finishing up the job of getting it across the timeline.
Yeah,
Alex Shackelford.
All he had to do was take a step, and he would have got over the line, and he wanted to pass it out.
Long shot tonight. Three-pointer put in by Elijah Hoffman, the sophomore at South Dearborn. 5 for the shooter.
Yeah, I mean, he set and posed for that shot. I'm not sure if I were a coach, I'd like for him to do that, but
right,
you don't want to pose. You want to try to go get the rebound just in case if you do miss it. We've seen a lot of shots that should have gone in that didn't. Posing like that, you celebrate at the end of the game. Well, that's a good shot.
3 for Cole Meyer.
Yeah, you don't want to leave
finally
that guy
got
open.
a shot to save for him. He has 5 points now.
Yeah, you don't want to leave that guy open. He can shoot
if
from
he
out.
gets hot, why?
Oh, it's going to be a long night.
yes. As he averages 19.3 a game.
Yeah, and he's
for
90%
the
at
Bulldogs.
the free throw line.
Here's Shackelford driving down. Shot is missed. Fight for the rebound. Bodies on the floor. Oop. Nice save by Batesville.
Yeah.
Give the Bulldogs credit.
Yeah, they got to turn this into points, though. That's what they have to do. Ain't no sense in getting the turnover if you're not going to turn it into points.
Here's Meyer driving the baseline.
Oh, that's a nice. That was beautiful there. Yeah, that's Warner. Yeah, he gave himself opportunity, kept dribbling, kept controlling the ball, found an open spot, and just stopped and popped, and now Batesville's down by 2.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We're down 6.
On the run here. Here's a
I thought there was a foul or two.
foul, missed shot, no foul.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, there was no foul.
Batesville ball.
Oh, he's going in. Beautiful.
Driving in, scoring. Number 14, O.J. Fowler. He has 4 points, and we are tied at 19.
Yeah, Batesville just, again, the patience and a little bit of pressure and able to turn turnovers into points.
Shackelford for South Dearborn. Ball intended for Willoughby under the South Dearborn basket, and the ball got away from him, and a turnover gives it out of bounds to Batesville, and the Bulldogs have a chance to take the lead for the first time tonight. 1:08 on the half clock.
Half clock.
First half. First half clock. I've never seen a half clock.
I haven't seen it either, but I like it. That's
A shot attempted by a Batesville player is missed. A foul was called.
Hey, Ravers had a few of those shots that didn't go inside. As you see right here, dribbling with that hair blowing. That's a last-minute shot
on Willoughby, and that's a 7th foul.
Last-minute call.
On South Dearborn at the free throw line will be Raber of Batesville misses the free throw.
Yeah, this tight of
returns to the lineup. He was on the bench for a second.
This tight of a ball game, you don't want to miss free throws.
Second free throw is good by Raber of Batesville, and they go up 20-19. We're in the final minute of the first half. Shackelford drives down.
Oh, beautiful.
Fouled as he goes in, lays one up and in. South Dearborn grabs the lead back at 21-20. And Shackelford
Look at this right
fouled.
here. I mean, that's beautiful, Fran. I mean, that's control right there. And, man, that's just a beautiful move.
Mitchell Manford comes in for the South Dearborn Knights and heading for the bench. Reese Willoughby. There's Shackelford trying to convert and make a 3-point play, and he does. Puts his team up 22-20. He has 11 points.
South Dearborn withstood the pressure, tie ball game, and now they've got the lead again by 2.
Here's Batesville. Bulldogs on the attack. Getting the ball.
And that's a good team. South Dearborn was able to withstand the pressure from Batesville as Batesville tied it, and they didn't falter at all. And nice.
Ball knocked away momentarily by a South Dearborn defender, but Batesville keeps possession.
They're gonna have to hustle. That's Tiki.
There's
they call that
a tied ball, a held ball.
South Dearborn ball,
and.
That's
South Dearborn, a couple of guys coming back in, Shackelford and Willoughby.
South Dearborn, I'm telling you, I'm very impressed. I figured when Batesville at least tied it that we would see them, kind of, falter a little bit, but they have not, and now Batesville has that press. They got to hustle, just go.
Yeah, they're
That's awful
struggling
quick.
against the press there. It causes a
Okay.
turnover, but South Dearborn keeps the ball.
That was beautiful.
A nice shot put up and in by Tristan Daly as they were able to work the ball to him at the last second, and he scored on the last second shot. 24-20 is the halftime score of this ball game. That both these teams are really battling.
Yeah, they are. It's a very physical, very battling game.
Some good scoring here in this second
Yeah.
period of tonight's ball game. You have some scoring?
I do. For
Okay.
the Batesville Bulldogs, they are led by Colt Myers, 5 points. Cole Warner has 2. R.J. Powell, 4. Leighton Ratcliffe, 2. Thomas Raver, 1. Charlie Dice, 4. And Sam Vagley, 2. And for the South Dearborn Knights, they are led by Alex Shackelford, 11 points. Toby Tiki, 2. Elijah Hoffman, 5. Reese Willoughby, 5. And Trista Daly, 2 points for the South Dearborn Knights.
8-5 at the end of the first break, and here at halftime it's 24-20. South Dearborn leads at both stops. For those tuning in with TV3, we're going to keep it right here, but for those tuning in with the ISC Sports Network, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation.
I'm a little surprised at this ball game.
Yeah,
the way it's gone.
it started off really slow, and it's picked up the pace here in the second quarter. Knew that was going to happen, but what impressed me with South Dearborn is that Batesville made that little bit of run, tied the ball game, and they didn't falter at all. They kind of took it right away, and Batesville, the difference is that they've missed about 6 to 8 points inside, where the ball went around the rim and didn't go in, and that would put them in the lead if those shots would have went down. Batesville just got to continue to do that. Eventually, the shots will fall. But Batesville got to keep this, or South Dearborn's got to keep their intensity up. You know, a very, very good first quarter of play from both teams, or first half of play from both teams.
A lot of points scored in that second quarter. 15 put in by Batesville, 16 by South Dearborn.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned, it was an 8-5 kind of low-scoring ball game at the end of the first break.
Yeah, and and I felt like that, with South Dearborn having the lead, that slow play would have really benefited them, even though that we've seen them score a lot of points when the Spartans played them. In South Dearborn, they scored 50-something points, even though Spartans scored 76. Something like it was a pretty high-scoring game. But right now, Batesville has to be able to make sure that they keep going inside, and that hopefully the lid opens up for them.
Both teams fighting to win tonight and advance to the finals tomorrow night of the sectional, and they get to take on Greensburg.
Yeah, well, that's I take Greensburg. Greensburg is the class of the conference, possibly the class of 3A. They look good. I mean, they can hurt you multiple ways.
Yeah, the Pirates, they beat every team in this sectional.
Yeah, pretty easy
during the season, and won the conference with 7 wins and no losses.
Yeah,
the team that wins here tonight
have that uphill battle.
Gets the opportunity to take on the Greensburg Pirates tomorrow night as they defeated and eliminated the Spartans of Connersville from playing more this year.
Yeah, the
Final
Spartans.
scores tonight, first ball game, Greensburg 65, Connersville 49.
Yeah, that was a great game there from Greensburg. Showed why they are the favorites. No matter who they play tomorrow, they will be the favorites by double digits.
Yes.
No question about that. You got to stop. I mean, if you're whatever team goes, you got to stop their big guy, Welledge. And but I tell you, this game right here is far from over. It's a fun game to play, as you see some future Spartans right there sticking around watching some basketball, having a good time.
Those are
that's our kids.
Water Boys.
Yeah, I think they are the Water
Boys.
Yeah.
We might explain to the fans.
Yeah, we have the kids bring the water to the guys in stripes, the referees.
The only gym that we go to on the road.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen there, but here at Connersville it does.
Yeah.
These youngsters, every time there's a stop in the action, they come onto the floor.
And they love that.
And and have water for the officials.
Yeah, they're the future Spartan cheerleader right there. No
Yes,
doubt about that. You see
absolutely.
Toby Billups behind her. Connersville Spartans, he's not too happy from the loss, but Toby's going to be a junior next year. One of the leaders this year on the Spartans will be a leader next year. As you see the Batesville cheer block right there, they're feeling very, very good with their chances of, making a comeback.
Halftime of tonight's ball game. And it is South Dearborn out in front of Batesville, as you can see on the screen. Going into tonight's game, South Dearborn 10 wins and 13 losses. And for Batesville, they had a 13-win, 10-loss season so far going into tonight's action. We'll be on the air tomorrow night, 7:30 for the final ball game. See who we send off to Washington, Indiana.
You mentioned. I'm sorry.
No, I was
Okay, finish your
Go. I was going to say Washington, Indiana, because if we say Washington, people may think it's D.C. or
yeah.
something. So
Yeah.
we have to be careful that that is at Washington, Indiana.
I didn't know where that's at.
Well, it's far.
Yeah, there you go. It's far away. Yeah,
Right. It's not close by. Let's put it that way.
it is far away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
got Larry Myers stopping by here, and somebody told me, Beth Heisel told me in between games that last night I referred to Larry Myers as Larry Brown. I don't know where that came from, but got to make a correction there. As you see a South Dearborn fan loving what he's seeing so far. You mentioned earlier that last year Batesville shocked Greensburg, and it was a shock to all of us that Greensburg
absolutely.
lost.
I mean, after 8 straight sectional victories and 2 state championships.
Yeah,
and
the EIAC.
they lose the sectional. And, we'd like to welcome back our viewers tuning in with the ISC Sports Network. Happy to have you with us here. We are at halftime of tonight's second ball game, and it's a 24-20 lead in favor of South Dearborn over Batesville.
Greensburg definitely feeling pretty good about their chances tomorrow night. Again, this is an all-conference sectional, and Greensburg, I wish I could. Can you do the worm, Fran? I wish I could do that. I got too big of a belly. I could do the hippopotamus.
There's our water boys, I think. We can see them there taking a break during the halftime.
Yeah. Oh, he's busting the move right there. He's loving that. You know that. Oh, there he goes. I can't do that. Love it when the fans, they get involved, they get excited. You see the water kids. But Greensburg, class of the conference, they've beaten everybody.
Right. They
haven't been tested.
They beat both these teams that are in action here tonight. So
yeah, they've beaten everybody in the conference and the sectional. Of course, East Central, the only team in the conference that's not in this sectional, because they are a 4A school.
Right, and they're playing at Columbus North. I'm not sure how the Trojans are doing.
Yeah, I had no idea. The East Central Trojans, they're mainly a football powerhouse. But,
that's right.
You talk about class basketball. We talked about that during the first game, as Greensburg's won 2 state titles, but in class basketball, the Spartans, East Central got it from the truck. East Central won tonight, so they are in their sectional final. But you look at the conference, we have one 4A school, and you think, well, it's class basketball. Shouldn't we all be in the same class? but the realignment every 2 years, it's hard to keep the same team. You'll lose your conference every couple of years.
Conference has been in 4A for the last several years, and through the enrollment, that's what determines what class you're in. And I think Kankakee Valley is the top team in 3A, and Connersville is second in 3A. So a little bit of enrollment change. They could be back into 4A near the bottom when they realign. The ISSA realigns every 2 years. And it puts you in the class of enrollment determined. Connersville is the biggest school in this sectional with 1,075 students.
That's amazing. The cutoff is 1,000, right around 1,100, maybe 1,150, and then you got teams up in Indianapolis that have 5,000. So you got a 5,000 to 1,100. That's
there are a little over 400 teams in the tournament this year. So they Ice as they go through, and
Divided
every
by
quarter
4.
is a class. I mean,
Yeah.
4A the top, and then 3A, 2A, and 100 the bottom 100 teams or 100 schools.
Do that every 2 years. And
Yeah,
I don't know, have they decided on where the sectional is going to be next year?
Yes, it'll be at Greensburg next year.
Oh,
They
okay.
assign the 2 years at a time. So this is the first year for Connersville to be in 3A. And Greensburg has hosted several sectionals because they were the biggest gym in the schools that are participating right now. Connersville's Spartan Bowl is the largest gym. We are ready for basketball, second half.
I would almost bet the Spartans are already looking forward to the next sectional if it's going to be in Greensburg.
Well, we'll know in a year.
Yes, we will. We'll be here. God willing.
Well, yeah, right. You better add something to that because
Another inside shot there, missed from
right,
Powell.
Raver misses on a
Or
close
was that
shot.
Raver? Yeah, Raver.
And that has really, I'm sure their coach
Yeah,
of Batesville is.
I mean, and these are shots that we saw fall against Franklin County. I mean, these are makeable shots. I mean, within 5 feet, you know, and it's just a good shot. It's just a little off, and you know, South Dearborn's taking advantage of that.
Elijah Hoffman working the ball for South Dearborn, gives to Shackelford. He drives along the baseline, comes back out, goes to Tiki, back to number 23 trying a shot. Willoughby. Was he fouled? Yes.
He was fouled by Begley. And now Willoughby's at the line. South Dearborn has, I mean, both teams been at the line quite a few times.
Willoughby hits free throw, sophomore, South Dearborn. 25-20, 5-point lead for the Knights.
You know, that first shot that missed by Raver.
Shot good.
That first shot.
We've been seeing some good free throw shooting
Yeah,
tonight.
very good free throw shooting. But that first shot missed by Batesville, it's, you know, it's got to get in their head thinking, man, we, you know, got to get something to go. It's got to drop here.
Rice has it for Batesville, over to Raver. Brings it to Holtmeyer. He drives down, way is blocked. Follow-away jump shot won't go for Begley.
Yeah, a good shot.
I'm not surprised the coach at Batesville hadn't grabbed a ladder and went out there to see if there's a lid on that.
Yeah, there's got to be. Yeah, good defense there to force that walk there from Shackelford. He's not happy with it.
Coach of South Dearborn comes up to chat with one of the officials for 30
he was
seconds.
fouled. That's why he walked.
That's Kevin Reinhardt, who coaches South Dearborn. Begley will shoot and hit a three.
Well, that's what you got to do, just shoot from 22.
Probably the best shot of the night for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, or 20 feet. That's what you just got to shoot from 20 feet instead of 2 feet.
Still down 3. And Shackelford for South Dearborn drives, feeds to Willoughby. He's guarded by a couple of guys. He gives back to Shackelford. He says, well, I can hit a three. This is how you do it. He has 14 points, that young man.
Yeah, you know, he's a shooter, and you give him just an inch, he's going to take it.
Right.
I mean, he's got the speed. He's got
Raver
it
feeds
all.
Meyer, drives down, fouled on his way to the basket.
Yeah, I didn't see who committed that. Willoughby. It's his third.
Non-shooting foul. The ref rules it occurred as he started his drive for the basket.
Yeah.
So Batesville will inbound under their goal.
Coming in for South Dearborn.
Tristan Daly, number 24, comes in for number 23. Daly in for Willoughby. Batesville ball. Here's a corner shot by Meyer. Will not go, but Willoughby has the ball and banks one in.
That's unbelievable.
That's Begley was the scorer. Willoughby went to the bench for South Dearborn.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
another three by Shackelford. Batesville across the timeline.
Yeah, it's like Shackelford, I can match and maybe do one better. Last couple of times, Batesville seems like they got some sort of, something going offensively.
That's right.
Shackelford's hit 2 threes in a row. Now puts them up by
11,
7.
Meyer with it for Batesville. Feeds
that's
to
beautiful.
Dice. Drives the lane. And hands it up and in.
Yeah.
The score is 32-27. South Dearborn leads Batesville. And there's a timeout taken, stopping the clock here in the third period at 4 minutes and 50 seconds.
I tell you what, that shot there from, going up in there off the glass, it seemed like that was, hit a couple rims a few times. It wasn't smooth in there. And, Batesville, definitely just got to stay calm, play defense and put a hand in Shackelford's face is what they have to do. I mean, that kid right now, he's got 50 or 17 points.
Oh, no, Will.
Yeah, he's got 17 points already. I mean, those 2 threes, back to back.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's what the star players do, Fran. You know that. The star players, when they feel the pressure, they step it up.
Shackelford will trigger it in. Takes a return
that's not a
pass,
good
and
pass.
the ball is grabbed by Batesville. And I believe the ball player, he stepped on the line. And
again, lackadaisical passing right there. Almost committed a turnover for South Dearborn. Got to be, more intense.
Knights have the ball. Gives to Shackelford. He'll break the press and get it in the front court. Taken out by Hoffman. He's number 11. Here's Shackelford driving down, fighting for a shot. Missed it, but he has a couple of free throws coming.
Yeah, I'm not sure which big guy they're going to get on that one. They're calling
Foul, I believe. His second.
And that's what star players do too, Fran. They create themselves opportunities.
Oh, right. We see that all season long. If you drive the basket.
Yeah. I mean,
he misses.
got to
the free
make it
throw.
though. Shackelford saw that the 2 big guys he was going to go against. Hopefully, he was going to get contact from one of them, and generally that's what happens. And he got it. And maybe he only makes one shot right here, but still, it's a free point. Wow.
Now if he makes the second one.
Yeah.
33rd point for South Dearborn. Here is Colt Meyer for Batesville. Gets it in the front court. His team trailing by 6 here in the third period. They work at the Dice along the baseline. Can't get a shot off. Steal by Shackelford
all the way.
of South Dearborn. And he is fouled as he hits the deck.
Yeah, he knew he wasn't not going to go all the way. As you see, Dice there from behind committing the foul. Who was that? Yeah, they got Dice on that one.
Third foul on one of Batesville's good players,
Dice.
Charlie Dice. Shackelford hits the free throw. Here's the bonus. Ready for his second free throw. Drops it in. 35-27. South Dearborn over Batesville. Here are the Bulldogs. Ball handler Powell. Feeds over to Raver. They bounce it into Dice. Whistle stops the play as the ball is off the leg of the South Dearborn boy. So it'll be Batesville under their basket. Powell will trigger it in. Whistle stops the play. This is going to be a
Tiki.
Okay.
Now that's his second.
At the free throw line for Batesville, number 25, Charlie Dice.
Yeah, Batesville is a very good free throw shooting. We saw that against Franklin County.
6'3" senior fires. A free throw, it's good. Here's the second one coming up, and it's good.
That was beautiful.
Couple of points by Batesville. 8 points for the free throw shooter. Here come the Knights. 35-29, they have the lead and the ball.
Oh, not a good pass.
There's a bad pass. Gets away from the intended receiver, Tristan Daly, and turnover by South Dearborn.
Yeah, don't want to give Batesville an opportunity to get back into this ball game. They can cut it to 4, possibly 3 this possession.
And their best shooter, Colt Meyer, has the basketball for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he's only got 5 points tonight.
Right, they've done a good job on him, guarding him.
You know, and he's somebody that likes to get to the line, as you know.
Here's Raver twisting and firing.
Wow, there we go. There's one.
Finally hitting a closing shot. That was Thomas Raver, 6'3" sophomore.
Yeah, he finally got one to bounce back.
Right, South Dearborn ball. They're down, they lead by 4 here in the third period. Driving down, South Dearborn has the ball taken away from him as Elijah Hoffman started his drive down as he neared the baseline. A Batesville player ripped the ball from him. Raver will come out and Ratcliffe comes in for Batesville. Bulldogs ball. Here's Hoffman. Passes off to Daly, number 24.
Again, not good ball handling right now. That's step through timeout.
Timeout taken by South Dearborn, and the coach saw his team in trouble, so he wanted to stop the clock before a held ball could be called.
Or a turnover. You know, I mean, that was a smart move there from South Dearborn's coach to call timeout right now. They're just not having good ball handling right now, and the lead's only up to 4. You know, Batesville's, chipping away, and they're not going to stop pressuring. So, ball control is, very, very, very important.
Sure.
Yeah. Got to be able to control that ball. And, right now they're having trouble with it. So the coach is probably, it's probably what he's telling them. You've got to control the ball.
Timeout's over, and play about to be resumed here.
South Dearborn, again, still has that 4-point lead. Somebody's got to help.
Taken by Shackelford, has the ball, comes back out almost at midcourt. Now starts to drive down, fires it up. And
they're calling on, Shackelford. That's his 3rd.
Inbounding for South Dearborn will be Leighton Ratcliffe. He's a junior.
That's a clear charge right there. Just on the replay. Batesville can cut it to 2, cut it to 1.
And the Bulldogs setting the play. Ratcliffe.
That's good defense right there to force that.
South Dearborn plays good defense.
They do play good defense.
Willoughby will come back into the lineup. And Tiki will go to the bench. Lineup change for South Dearborn. And they will inbound.
I'm not quite sure South Dearborn realizes they have a losing record.
Yeah, you would think,
I
right.
thought he walked. Wow, he apparently didn't.
They didn't call it, did they? Oh. Shackelford lays one up and in for the night. Here's Batesville. Meyer puts one up and in. The one hand is up and in. Colt Meyer. There's a whistle stopping the play as the players get into South Dearborn territory. They're going to call it on Charlie Dice of Batesville.
Yep. That's Dice's 4th. And here we are only in the 3rd. He's coming out. He probably won't come back. He's definitely not going to come back to the 4th quarter.
South Dearborn ball. Inbound pass knocked away by Begley of Batesville. So the Knights will keep possession, and pass comes in to Daly or South Dearborn.
Oh, well, wow, I can't believe he got away with that. And there's another one. That's unbelievable.
Missing on a 3. Whistle stop play. The foul is going to be called on Raver, and that's in three-point land.
Yeah, that's not good.
So it's going to be 3 free throws.
Yeah, Raver.
For Alex Shackelford.
Well, it looked like there was a couple of walks that didn't get called, and Raver just touched enough to get the call.
3 free throws coming up for South Dearborn.
Yeah, Shackelford, not somebody you want to put on the line for 3.
First one is good. They lead 38-33 over Batesville in this sectional game. Second one up, and drops through. The Knights will make a lineup change as Willoughby comes out and Quentin Stevens comes in. Here's Shackelford's free throws. Robert, 3 out of 3. He has 25 points.
Yeah, he's played phenomenally well. He plays much bigger than his 6-foot frame. I mean, he knows how to get inside. He knows how to commit the fouls. He knows how to take an opportunity like that. And, you know, I mean, that's a dagger.
Are in front court. Powell is the handler. Picks up speed. He drives for the basket. And fouled by a South Dearborn player, Hoffman.
His first.
No,
coming on shooting foul, so Raver will inbound for Batesville.
Coming in this game, and again, I recognize we have a minute 23 to go in this quarter and all the fourth quarter, but coming in this game, I would have said that, you know, Batesville was the clear favorite.
I agree.
They're not playing like it.
There's a turnover by the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
Tiki back in the game for South Dearborn. Feeds to a teammate who tries a shot and missed. Hoffman missed a 3-point try.
Yeah,
Batesville with the ball. Ball knocked away from Batesville by Tiki, and he is called for a foul. And so that got ran.
That's his third.
He doesn't.
See what we got right here.
He doesn't think he fouled. He doesn't appreciate that call.
No, he looks like he touched a lot of the ball. Can't really tell too much, but according to Tiki, he didn't touch the guy at all.
Batesville has the ball out of bounds. Raver will inbound. Goes to Powell. Bulldogs down 40-33. Here's driving down is Werner. Now goes to Meyer. He's a held ball.
Wow, that's South Dearborn's ball.
South Dearborn boy moved in on him and grabbed hold of the basketball.
You know, Meyer has been shut down. Anytime he tries to do something like that happens, the defense collapses on him. You know, he's only got 7 points, 2 here in the second half.
Knights inbound. Big press. We'll move it into front court. Hoffman has it. So South Dearborn ball knocked away, and it is quickly down court on the fast break. Batesville scores as that was Begley getting it. 9 points for Sam. There's a collision of players down court. We're going to call the ball.
Yeah, Shackelford was wanting a foul on that. As you see,
the referee's ruling it was touched last by South Dearborn, so Batesville will inbound and back court. We're in 18 seconds left to play in the third period. Triggering it in will be Raver. And the Bulldogs, they go to work here. Down by 5 points as we near the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, they can cut it to 3, cut it to 2 right here.
Taken by Begley, dribbling along the baseline. Shot from the corner will not go for the Bulldogs. And South Dearborn has the rebound and start up court. Last second shot is an air ball by a Knight. And at the end of 3 here tonight, 40-35, the leader South Dearborn over Batesville.
Game brought to you by a League Shell in St. Leon. They have all your favorite convenience items and friendly staff. Visit a League Shell today off I-74 at St. Leon, Lawrenceburg exit. Agresta Storms and O'Leary is your full-service accounting firm with offices in Indianapolis, Greensburg, Batesville, Martinsville, and Columbus, Indiana, offering insurance, tax, and business consulting services. Find out more at asocpa.com. Buy Right Auto, your hometown used vehicle superstore. Visit them in Greensburg or check them out at acraauto.com. Power & Tel is a premier wholesale distributor to the global communications marketplace. Learn more today at ptsupply.com.
16-point third quarter for South Dearborn. For Batesville, they scored 15.
Yeah, not enough though. Batesville, played a little bit more intensity, but South Dearborn, played with just a little bit more, and that's why they're up 5 going into this last frame. And Batesville got to be able to minimize on the mistakes and stop Shackelford.
Final quarter starting here at Spartan Bowl in Connersville in the sectional game between Batesville and South Dearborn. Bulldogs in control. Meyer driving for the basket. Whistle stops the play. Foul going to be called on.
I didn't even see who they called it on.
Right, on 22, I believe. South Dearborn is 22.
Again, Meyer being shut out. He's, got to be able to pick something up here in this fourth quarter. Got to create opportunity. Got to create space.
Well, holding Colt Meyer down is the reason you beat Batesville.
Oh, and
shot
see another
by
shot.
Vagley.
Yeah, Vagley's missed quite a few. And again, those are shots that you want to take.
Kiki, the ball handler for South Dearborn. Little drives down. He's
good
off
job.
to a teammate, and Marcus Rabb puts it up and in, and he was fouled. He has a free throw coming.
Nice dish to Rabb inside, and didn't hesitate. Went up, got the foul, and he's at the line for a possible three-point play to extend this lead to 8, Fran.
He's off the bench. He's a 6'2" senior at Dearborn High.
Yeah, he doesn't want this to be his last game. No.
Free throw too hard, and Batesville has it. Here's Vagley driving the baseline, getting close, and laying it up and in. Sam Vagley,
good pass.
6'2" junior at Batesville.
Yeah, they got lucky on that. South Dearborn did. That's not, you can't make those mistakes. But they, South Dearborn has withheld the pressure from Batesville all game tonight, Fran. Anytime that Batesville has cut the lead, they could have possibly cut it to 1 at one time. They stood the pressure of Batesville.
Here's Hoffman driving for the Knights. Gives out to Willoughby.
Because their pressure hasn't waned at all. They still just keep playing the same style of ball, and that
driving
should be a
down,
foul
missing on the shot, but a
Warner.
foul call, and Batesville will have a couple of free throws.
Yeah, that's going to be a Warner. Yeah.
South Dearborn will have a couple of free throws.
Yeah. They've gotten the line a whole lot this half.
7 team foul on this team from Batesville. At the line for the Knights, and making the free throw is
Stevens.
number 1.
No, it's Stevens.
That's right. Yeah, it is. You're right.
Is it 12? No, it's 11. It's Hoffman.
Right, and he misses the second free throw. And here's Meyer grabbing the rebound for the Bulldogs. He's in front court, drives the lane,
That was a
fires, misses, rebound taken off by South
that's
Dearborn.
a held ball. That's South Dearborn's ball, though. Thought that they were going to call Meyer on that, but
the coach of Batesville wants to question that call by the ref. But
well, anything close like that, you got to question.
I'm not sure if it's a question or a statement.
Right? Yeah, it's probably both. Probably.
Yeah, he was not happy with what was occurring to his team there.
Yeah,
that's
a nice move.
Right down, shot won't drop for Hoffman of South Dearborn.
Yeah,
another whistle stops the play.
And they're called Warner on that one too, I think. Oh no, they're called. Meyer.
Meyer, right? Cole Meyer.
Yeah. I thought the foul. Meyer's way over there. Where'd he? There ain't no way it's Meyer. He wasn't even near the guy.
His second.
I mean,
That's 7th team foul.
yeah, they need to change that. That wasn't Meyer. Now they're going. Terry's telling them they got to go to the line, but yeah, somebody needs to correct that. That wasn't Meyer at all. I mean, at least on our replay, it didn't seem.
They're moving him to the free throw line.
But nobody's complaining about it. So,
No.
yeah, that's their 7th foul. So
Dice comes in. Batesville, number 10. Werner goes to the line. Here is Cole
maybe
Meyer.
they called it on Huffman. Yeah, I thought they were calling it on Meyer.
Meyer hits the free throw. He'll get a bonus.
They got the wrong 11. Yeah, you know that guy's not going to miss.
Daly comes in for South Dearborn, and Tiki goes out. Meanwhile, here's the second free throw by the Batesville shooter. This one is good. The lead is 4 by South Dearborn. And they have the ball. They're being pressed in backcourt. Shackelford breaks the press for the Knights, and 6:15 remains to be played. Willoughby drives down, comes back out to Shackelford. Taken by Hoffman. Back to Shackelford. First to drive down.
Oh, man.
He's
Well, they took a
off.
step or two.
Point
Oh,
of
way
shot
off.
too long. Picked up through by Willoughby. The
That's gonna be on
rebound
Meyer
for
there.
South Dearborn. He was fouled.
Yeah, that definitely on Meyer. That was almost a pass. I mean, it definitely was a shot, but, you know, it went right into the arms of Willoughby.
Reese Willoughby, 6'2", sophomore for South Dearborn. Misses the free throw off the front rim.
Yeah, this is not the time to start missing a free
No.
throw. 4-point game. You want to get free opportunities to extend the lead. You got to take it.
Second shot is good. A lead of 5. He has 7 points. Here come the trailing Batesville Bulldogs. Here is Meyer. In the corner comes a player
Oh,
that
my
misses.
goodness,
Another close
another.
up. Put up and in by Reese, by Powell, and he misses on the
I don't
shot.
think we've ever seen this
South
many
Dearborn
timeouts.
ball, and the Knights will call for a timeout.
You know, I am not sure, Fran, that we've seen this many inside shots missed by any team.
I know, I
covered.
agree. 44-39 is the score. We're in the 4th period with 5.5 minutes to go. The lead belongs to South Dearborn.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, how many they've missed? Probably 10. I mean, that right there's 20 points off the board if you, you know, I mean, it's just, or at least 10 points. I mean, it's never seen that. Eventually, I mean, those are the shots that you want to take. You know?
I agree fully. The winner of this game will play with Greensburg tomorrow night in the sectional championship game.
Yeah, and you can't miss shots against Greensburg. No way. Not at all.
They looked pretty good tonight.
Yeah, they sure did.
Whether that was the exception or the rule, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
no, I think with them, that's the rule.
But the Pirates,
They're good. Wellage, you know, leads them. He's going to Wright State over there in Dayton.
is he? I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to. That's what people have been telling me tonight in between games. He going to go to Wright State, played at the Nut House over there, the Nutter Center. As a kid growing up in Dayton, went to Wright State games when they played in a gym way smaller than this.
Oh,
Where they built the Nutter Center.
South Dearborn ball. Knights in control. They have a 5-point lead. Shackelford in the corner. Comes out. Underneath is put up and in. Another foul called.
Yeah,
as
that's beautiful.
Hoffman drops in a 2-pointer.
Yeah, look at him right there. Just
And the Knights go up by 7 and can be 8 here as they're at the free throw line.
that's how you draw a foul.
Number 22, Thomas Ranger, is second.
Here comes the free throw by the Knights.
Hoffman at the line.
3-point play by that young guy. 47-39. His team is up over Batesville. He has 9 points. Here is Myers to Dice for Batesville. Turnaround shot missed. He was fouled.
Yeah, but he gives himself an opportunity to get 2 right here. Yeah, that's
The
what
free throw is being awarded to Charlie Dice, Batesville.
That's Willoughby's 4th.
Fires and will make the free throw.
No, Dice again should probably have about 6 more points from the missed shots inside.
Makes his free throw. Willoughby comes out of the lineup for South Dearborn. And also going heading to the bench is Rab. How many points? Was that 10 points?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
thanks for Dice. Meanwhile, South Dearborn ball.
Walked. Yeah, he got excited for that. He's wanting to say that he got fouled, but you know, we'll see right here what it was, and no, I didn't see it. But
5 minutes and 2 seconds left in this ball game tonight.
this 4th quarter seemed like it's taken longer than the first 3 in halftime combined.
Oh, a lead of 6 for South Dearborn as Batesville will put the ball in play, and this is Colt Meyer. Feeds off the foul to Dice. Whoops. Meyer started to drive, left the basketball there.
Good shot.
Yeah, he throws it at us.
Our way, yeah. Yeah.
And it's right in front of us.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the coach at Batesville is up, and I'm not sure if he's believing what he's seeing or not.
Yeah, you flinched there. You thought it was coming right at you.
Here's Tiki hurrying it across the timeline for South Dearborn. Ball taken over, back to Tiki. Dice would like to take some minutes off the clock, I think.
They're calling Dice with an elbow.
Call Dice for using an elbow.
And he's out of here.
Number 5 for Charlie Dice, 6'3" senior.
Yeah, he's not going out there until they tell him.
He will head for a seat on the bench, and the coach confers with one of the officials.
Yeah, the coach.
Not a happy camper, is he?
No, he's like, that's his senior. He's a senior. That was not that good of a, crazy call. Yeah, they got to get Dice out of there.
He hadn't left the floor yet.
No, they got to get someone in there.
His replacement. Coming in will be Cole Warner.
Yeah, I mean, I can see what Batesville's talking about right there with, that was, questionable.
Free throw shooter for South Dearborn is Quentin Stevens, and drops in the first one. Lead is 7 by these Knights from South Dearborn. Second free throw up and got it.
South Dearborn
49-41. South Dearborn with the lead. Batesville will inbound in backcourt. There is Colt Meyer in front court. Fires and misses
Wow.
a three.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Picked up and in. Nice follow through by Raver.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Batesville pressing. South Dearborn's coach up off the bench and hitting his kids to get into front court.
Oh, wow.
They do, and they miss a close layup by Root Tiki. Here is Meyer. Batesville with the ball. Taken over by Bigley. Out to Raber. Cross court it goes. Now baseline shot will go for Bigley. Whistle stops the play as a foul is called on Werner of Batesville.
Yeah, Warner committed his 3rd foul.
Free throw shooter at the line.
You see the Batesville coach getting refreshed right there. He's still complaining about some of the calls that his team has gotten called for
Elijah, the free throw shooter, Elijah Hoffman, sophomore at South Dearborn, hits his first free throw. And this team 50-43 right now in the lead. Second shot on its way and drops through. These kids from South Dearborn are pretty good free throws.
Yeah, they've had a lot of free throws here this second half, and that's been the difference of this game.
Meyer trying to get free throw shot. Didn't, and is fouled. Two free throws coming up for Colt Meyer.
Yeah, look at him right there splitting that defense and zigging and zagging, and just didn't get enough oomph to get the bucket. But you might as well just go ahead and give him two and not waste time.
Speed up the game.
Yeah.
Like in baseball where
That's right.
they're going to walk a player.
Yeah, they just let him go.
Meyer hits the free throw. 3:37 on the clock. Here's Colt Meyer with his second free throw try, and it is also good. 51-45. 11 points for Meyer. His average is 19.
Yeah, he's going to have to hustle in these next 3.5 minutes to get that. There he goes.
There's a shot going to be called on Shackelford.
Yeah. I mean, that was
As
a hard
the
foul.
Knights had the ball, they worked the pass to Shackelford, and somehow Batesville player got to him, and they went to the floor, and they called the foul on Shackelford, which you can tell the coach of South Dearborn is not all that happy.
No, not at all. You don't want to put Meyer at the line here.
That's true.
Not at all. You know, he had that air ball against Franklin County, but made, every other one.
He makes the free throw, first one, and he makes the second one.
Yeah.
A 4-point game for South Dearborn. Kiki in the ball game. Knights on the attack, trying to protect the lead. Oh, Shackelford gets open, drives down for a shot along the baseline, but he's fouled as he gets there.
Look at this right here, circus shot.
He never got a shot away, I would think.
Yeah, there. He was going to try to make it go in, even if it was going to go off his foot.
Alex Shackelford is the free throw shooter for South Dearborn. They lead by 4. Now it's 5. 3:12 to play in tonight's game. Shackelford fires and misses this one. And Raber has a rebound for Batesville. 26 points for Shackelford tonight, South Dearborn. Here's Meyer driving down, putting a shot up. Rims the basket and dropped up. Boy, Batesville fans must think,
they think
what is going on? How many of those have we seen tonight?
Yeah, on both sides. I mean, you got to think, what's happening here.
Meyer is at the line for Batesville.
He can cut it to 3 right here, which would be a single possession. Closest they've been in a very long time.
He makes the shot. Ready for his second free throw is Colt Meyer. This one's good. Fans of Batesville like that. Ball inbounded by South Dearborn. Almost tied up the receiver, but he passes off to a teammate who gets it in the front court. Here is Shackelford. Bounce pass. Willoughby. South Dearborn player cut down as he went in for a shot.
I was going to say you don't want to put him at the line, but when you go to the glass like that, that's your instinct to try to get him.
Here's Hoffman for South Dearborn. Makes the free throw. Shackelford will come out, and coming back in is Ram for South Dearborn. Second free throw coming up by South Dearborn shooter got it. 54-49. The lead belongs to South Dearborn. 13 points for the South Dearborn shooter.
Oh, that was nice.
Down.
Wow, again, another
teammate picks up the ball, drives the baseline, trying to put one in his Powell. He misses it.
Yeah, that was a more contested shot right there inside, but you know, again, you got to think that some would go in for Batesville, and you know,
knocked away by Batesville, so it's South Dearborn ball. Triggering it in will be Tristan Daly. 2.5 minutes remain to be played, and it is South Dearborn being pressed big time. Here is Shackelford, though. He'll work it across the sideline with the help of Hoffman. Shot missed. South Dearborn, but they grab the rebound. Shackelford has it. Drives down. It's bumped. Look, traveling on him.
Yeah, that's
costly
not
turnover maybe by South Dearborn.
Yeah, you talk about costly turnover, but it will be only costly if Batesville turns them into points.
Yes.
And they got to do that, Fran.
The clock stops at 2:13. 54 South Dearborn, 49 Batesville.
What a game. I mean, this is a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, South Dearborn's controlled it for most of the game. But,
yes,
you know, Batesville's not going to go anywhere.
No, they held Meyer down. That was
yeah. But then he's starting to light it up.
Right,
That's why
yeah, he's getting into a rhythm here. And
yeah. Again, we'll find out just how costly this turnover is. Yeah, we'll find out just if they got to score right now. Every opportunity that Batesville has, that South Dearborn gives them, they have to score. And that goes without saying.
I agree.
No.
Well, there are a lot of candidates for playing the game, aren't there?
Yeah, there sure are. But South Dearborn, you got to go with Shackelford. Right now, South Dearborn's winning, and it's because of Shackelford. Hoffman, though, here in this half.
Raver will inbound for the Bulldogs of Batesville.
Hoffman here in this half, in this quarter, has had 6 points from the line. Crucial points.
Comes in to Meyer.
I mean, just his free throws alone this half is a difference in this game by one.
Here he fires long and misses on the
follow your shot.
And the rebound rolls out of bounds. Not touched by anybody, so it's South Dearborn ball.
See, Meyer wanted to stand there and look beautiful until he saw the ball miss, and then he decided to go for it, but a little bit too late. You have to follow your shot. Give yourself an opportunity. Larry Bird did.
Okay, South Dearborn.
Oh, I thought that was a push off by
Shackelford being pressed by Meyer.
That's going to be outside every time.
And Shackelford, he can't. He really doesn't like that call at all.
Yeah, he's not liking it at all. But right here, look at him. I mean, he's just a clear. I mean, that's a push off. Yeah, he's not liking it at all. But that, and he did that earlier in the series. Yeah, I think they called timeout. Well, they took one.
I'm not sure they called them on either.
Yeah, they just started talking.
Okay, we'll be Raver triggering it in for Batesville here at midcourt. Under 2 minutes left to play in this game. 54-49 is the score. South Dearborn out in front. Comes into Meyer, number 11.
Yeah,
looks
you
for
said
a
he's
hole
getting
in that
into
defense.
rhythm.
He'll go all the way and banks it up and in. Timeout taken by Batesville. A 3-point ball game. South Dearborn in the lead. 17 points for Meyer. He's getting close to his 21.
Yeah, yes, he sure
No, he
is.
has 19-point average, right?
Yeah, and it looked like, you know, he was anemic there for the first two and a half quarters.
Yes.
You know, he started lighting it up there late in the third, and right now here in the fourth, he's done very well. Lots of his points have come from the line. 9 points have come from the line. No, wait a minute. Let's see what I got here. 1, 2, 3. 8 points have come from the line. You can't stress that enough. I mean, how, you know, you get at the line, you create opportunities, and South Dearborn have continued to lead because they've not missed any free throws.
That's right.
Batesville timeout, and they definitely right now are minute 43, that's a long time. Calming the troops and, telling his charges, the coaches, that, hey, we still got plenty of time, and right now the momentum they feel is on their side. We got Shackelford. He's in foul trouble. Reese Willoughby's in foul trouble. Both of them have 4.
The South Dearborn ball in backcourt.
And both of them are on the floor. I don't see.
Here's
Shackelford
Tiki, number 3 for the Knights. Feeds out, shot put up, and won't go for South Dearborn. Kicked up and in.
And he got the foul. Didn't even hear the whistle.
That was Willoughby.
Vaguely.
At the line goes number 23, sophomore, playing here tonight for the Knights of South Dearborn. 56-51. South Dearborn with the lead, and it is a good free throw. Drops. 57-51. Just over a minute and a half to play in tonight's game. 10 points for the free throw shooter. Here comes Batesville.
Now that's not what Batesville wanted to
Meyer
happen.
drives down,
that was
puts it up and in. 57-53. South Dearborn being pressed.
Meyer has his 19.
There's a timeout taken by Batesville.
No, it looks like South Dearborn. Now South Dearborn took the timeout right there. That 3-point play there from Willoughby. As you see, South Dearborn Knights, they're faithful over there. Their followers are, chewing their fingernails, hoping that they can pull this one out. But Batesville, when they chip the lead, and they come out of that timeout, that's not what they wanted to happen, was that 3-point play, and Batesville has not been able to find an answer to the answers that South Dearborn has found. It seems like every time the South Dearborn Knights have felt the pressure, they've turned up their heat.
1:21 on the clock.
Still a lot of time, just a 4-point game. Batesville definitely needs to capitalize on a mistake from South Dearborn. Don't put them at the line when they're driving and going to the glass. Of course, any foul puts them at the line for 2.
Here's the press by Batesville. South Dearborn.
Yep. That was good. Yeah, beautiful.
Kobe Tiki.
Yeah, that was beautiful there from Cole Meyer. Look at him right there. Yeah, beautiful. That was beautiful there from Cole Meyer. Good defense to force that turnover. That's exactly what Batesville wanted. They can cut this lead to 1. And now South Dearborn doesn't want to foul to put them at the line to give them a free opportunity. There's one.
There is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's when they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Number 3, Tiki, commits a foul. And that's the free throw line for the Bulldogs will be R.J. Powell.
Yeah, especially, and that's his 3rd. That's Tiki's 4th. Especially with only, a couple seconds off the clock.
Yes. Free throws up and short.
Yeah, got to be able to take these. Warner tells him, get it out of your head. Or Meyer tells Warner, tells Powell to get it out of his head. Just go in there and make it. Of course, he doesn't shoot 90% like Meyer. Oh, man, there you go.
Couple of free throws missed.
Can't miss opportunities like that. There's a foul.
Now Tiki is fouled as he puts the ball in play for South Dearborn.
Yeah, that's Warner's 4th.
Foul number 10, Cole Warner, 4th.
A lot of kids with 4 fouls. My goodness. It only goes up to 10, but each team probably has about 13, 14 fouls.
That's right. That shows 10 for each team on the scoreboard here at Spartan Bull. Here's Tiki at the line, and
he's missing.
Right. He's a 5'10 junior for the Knights.
Yeah, can't be missing.
4-point lead for South Dearborn. They're at the free throw line right now. Shot is up, and the shot is good. Batesville ball in backcourt. Here come the Bulldogs. Colt Meyer drives around a couple of guys, tries a three and hits
beautiful.
it. 58 to 56, 22 points for Meyer. 2-point lead for South Dearborn, and timeout taken by the Knights.
Wow, I tell you what, Meyer, my goodness. Talk about Alex Shackelford being the player of the game. If South Dearborn wins, you got to go with Colt Meyer. If Batesville wins.
44.6 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, this, I tell you, this is coming down to, it's a nail biter, Fran. I'm telling you, and this is the second game in a row for South Dearborn having that. You know, unbelievable. I mean, this is just, you know, and you think, I mean, as you know, as a team, you think, okay, why are we down 2? And you think about the missed shots that they've had, and you know, but the free throws have, I mean, my goodness, how many teams have committed free throws? I mean, both teams have been at the line so much this half, and they've converted. I mean, trying to count this up.
South Dearborn ball. They lead in this ball game by 2 points. Triggering it in for South Dearborn. Comes in to Daly. Foul called.
You know, South Dearborn's had 19 points from the line this half. Batesville 12.
Free throw shooter for the Knights, Tristan Daly. He has. Second free throw is good by the South Dearborn boys. Here comes Colt Meyer for Batesville in front court. Picked up on the guard, drives down.
Oh,
This is
why
a
he
shot,
gets his own rebound.
but a teammate grabs the ball and puts it up and in. That was Meyer grabbing the shot and putting it up and
now
in.
he's down. Now we're down 1, getting to the line. So if they make 2, it's a 3-point, you know, just a possession game.
Foul was called on Meyer.
Yeah. That's his 3rd. Oh, no, that's his 4th. I didn't have him down for 1 extra.
Free throw shooter is Elijah Hoffman for South Dearborn, and he misses.
Wow.
His fans behind us from Batesville trying their best to.
Hoffman's had 6 points from the line. Missing that one.
Yes.
Huge.
Makes the free throw. Well, I can understand the pressure these kids are on when they're that free throw line.
Yeah, now it's just a 2-point game.
Here's Meyer. 21 seconds to be played.
Yeah, they may wait. Yeah, I was going to say they take a timeout. Do not foul. If you're out there, do not foul.
Okay.
Do not foul. If you're Batesville, control the ball. All you got to do is tie it and we'll go to overtime. You know, if you go to the glass, South Dearborn, I mean, see, that's the tough. You want to draw that foul. So get to the line and, you know, wait till about 8 seconds before you start driving, get inside, give it to Meyer, who's driven very well, but also so has R.J. Powell. He hasn't done too much. He hasn't done anything as far as scoring-wise this half. Charlie Dice is out of the game. Vaguely, you know, he's been on fire this half, as you see. I mean, I don't think any of those people have fingernails left. Nobody in this hallowed facility has any fingernails left.
South Dearborn had a 15-point lead when this fourth quarter started.
Yeah, I mean, that was unbelievable.
So Will Batesville go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win?
Oh, man, he's
driving
looking wide
down,
open.
getting 3 first shots. They're tied. Driving in for the Bulldogs, Cole Werner.
Yeah, they may have just let him do that so they could come back at the last second shot, and that's all. Oh,
Oh,
that's it.
a three by
Wow, that's
Elijah
crazy.
Hoffman. And that wins the ball game for the South Dearborn Knights. And these fans are going crazy.
Yes, they are. That is unbelievable.
Unreal.
My
Number
goodness.
11 hits the three as the clock runs out, and South Dearborn advances to the finals of the Connersville Sectional tomorrow night to take on Greensburg. Final score is 63 to 60. Quite a game here tonight. The best game we've seen in
Yeah.
this sectional.
Yeah, that, wow, it's going to take me forever to keep score of this.
The Bulldogs of Batesville in the season, 13 wins and 11 losses, and South Dearborn continues on, winning their 11th game tonight, and they lost 13 during the season. Quite a thrilling end to tonight's events here at Spartan Bowl in Connersville.
I got to catch my breath.
You have some scoring?
I do have some scoring for the Batesville Bulldogs. They were led by Colton Myers, 24 points. Four for Cole Warner, 4 for R.J. Powell, 2 for Leighton Radcliffe, 5 for Thomas Raver, 10 for Charlie Dice, and 11 for Sam Begley for the victorious South Dearborn Knights. They were led by Alex Shackelford's 26 points. He is the player of the game without
That's
question.
right. Yeah, I agree.
Toby Tiki has 3. Elijah Hoffman, he had 17, including that last 3 that send them to the championship. Quentin Stevens, 2. Marcus Rabb, 2. Reese Willoughby, 10. And Tristan Daly, 3 for the South Dearborn Knights.
And you have named as the player of the game?
Alex Shackelford.
Shackelford.
Yeah.
The South Dearborn folks, all smiles here.
Oh,
in this
they
ball
sure
game,
are.
As they will.
My
continue
goodness, what a great
tomorrow
game.
night's ball game against Greensburg in the title game of the sectional here at Connersville. The final score again was 63 to 60 in favor of South Dearborn over Batesville. Thanks everybody for watching, and from Spartan Bowl for Ron Wiley, this is Franz Schommel saying good night, and join us tomorrow night at 7:30 for the finals game.